Sarepta, the 515 of Trent Humphrey from Halton, and the Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton from DeBary, Texas, last year's Louisiana State Dirt Track champion. Pro Mod Hot Lap session number 2. The 87 is Julianne Whitney out of Vivian. The 115 of Ryan Humphrey from Shreveport. The 24 is Chance Hatton from DeBary, Texas. The black car, it's got a 23 on the right side. That's Cody Tupper from Blanchard. And the 257 of Mike Jones from Oak Grove. All right, that'll do for the hot laps for our 3 Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series divisions. Now comes the CompCam Super Dirt Series for their hot laps. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Wesley Gwaltney.
Thank you, sir. First driver on the Speedway, the Tri-State McNinno Fraser County F1. That is a Black Diamond race car for Brett the Jet Fraser out of Vivian, Louisiana. Behind him, joining us out of Center, Texas, be the 31 of Alex Ashley. Then the 15, right out of Shreveport, Louisiana, the Lucas Oil Black Diamond chassis, Stuckey Enterprises machine. That's a Black Diamond chassis for Clayton Stuckey. Also on the racetrack, the WW Timber Healthcare Express 2012 Series Champion. It's a Rocket XR1 for the driver to Texarkana, Texas of Catman John Mitchell. And you see the 15, how about brother, in the 17, Jarrett Stuckey, and a Black Diamond chassis, also out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Then over in turn number 1 in the 11th machine, a former Midwest Sheet Metal Rookie of the Year. He sat on the pole for the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial after setting quick time. And the Kirby Specialty Corporation, number 11, that's going to be John Kirby out of Dover, Arkansas, on a Rocket XR1. Kirby also sporting Construction Resources Group, Eagle Lake Farms, and Phoenix Innovations on that car. And behind him, his teammate making his return to Super Late Model Racing in 2022. is going to be the 65 of Dwayne Hottinger in the Doug's Electrical Service Kirby Specialty Corporation Wholesale Electric Supply Rocket XR1. That is flight number 1 of Hot Laps for the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. 20 late models signed in to compete here this evening. $6,000 on the line in tonight's 35-lap feature event. Good to see Catman John Mitchell right here in his home area, just up the road in Texarkana, Texas is where he calls home. Former Louisiana State champion as well in that Rocket XR1. See if we can add a super late model champion to that one here with the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. Former champion of the series back in 2012. When you get a little downtime tonight, make sure to check out the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series merchandise trailer as well, located right past the gate where you came in. All sorts of shirts from all your favorite drivers, plus official Comp Cam Super Dirt Series merchandise as we get flight number 1 of Hot Laps underway for the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. So flight number 1 in the books, and it's Shreveport, Louisiana, Jarrett Stuckey on the quick top of the board with a 14.303. Brett Frazier second, 14.421. John Mitchell third, 14.576. Hot Laps don't pay a thing, though. Mark Martin Automotive Time Trials pay crisp $100 bill to your quick qualifier overall. One group of qualifying tonight as we get flight number 2 on the Speedway momentarily. They'll be led by the driver out of Bauxite, Arkansas. That'll be the 37 of Joseph Long. Joseph Long make the trip on down here. And the Mid-State Golf Cars, LP Racing Engines, Thompson Finley, Checker Chick Photography, a Rocket Chassis. Then the number 97, that'll be the Thriller K. Dillard. Joining us out of Robeline, Louisiana, the S&S Fishing and Rental, Joe's Auto Sales, Johnsonville Company, a Black Diamond Chassis. Then behind him, 2-time series champion, the Man Motorsports, Gary Beard Trucking, Swift Springs, Black Diamond Chassis out of Truman, Arkansas, is the Silent Assassin of Kyle Beard. Then the Midwest Sheet Metal Marked Man, the Advanced Logistics, 1250 Package Store. Rickman Brothers Trucking, number 90. It's a Rocket XR1 for Flying Brian Rickman out of Columbus, Mississippi. Behind him, the man who picked up a $10,000 payday in the first weekend of the season here as he won the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. That'll be Tyler Stevens in the Stallion Transportation Group, WW Timber, Bilstein Shocks, Joel's Auto Sales, MB Custom Chassis. Then the 2-time defending Comp Cam Super Dirt Series champion, the Mr. Dent Adams Construction, Hughes Towing, number 36 Rocket XR1 out of West Plains, Missouri. That's going to be Logan Martin. And the final driver in this hot lap session for the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series, and the P&W Sales, P&W Iron Works, Billy Pump Tire and Auto Repair, GottaRace.com, 14M out of Gladewater, Texas, is going to be the Rocket XR1. And Mope Bags, Morgan Bagley. Bagley, a former Louisiana State champion in that 14M machine. Picked up a victory at the Crowley's Ridge Raceway in the opening leg of the Labor Day Classic. Then at Magnolia Motor Speedway, when that event was made up, had to settle for a 15th place finish. So Mo Bags losing some points there at Magnolia to Flying Brian Rickman. Right now, Morgan Bagley sitting second in the point standing, 66 points back, 1 victory on the year. Consistency has been his name of the game. And that has kept him right there in the thick of the fight for the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series Championship. Right now being led by Brian Rickman. He started the season off with a victory here at the Boothill Speedway in the opening night of the Ronnie Adams Memorial to the tune of $5,000. Can he make it $6,000 tonight? We'll find out as we get flight number 2 of Hot Laps underway. So it looks like the defending Comp Chem Super Series champion Logan Martin atop the board, 13.904. Tyler Stevens second, 14.049. Kate Diller third, 14.108. Stuckey staying right there in the top 5 from flight number 1. Brian Rickman completes your top 5 so far in hot laps, as Rickman went a 14.374. Also in that group, Kyle Beard 7th quick. Mo Banks 10th quick. And Joseph Long 14th. A little bit of damage there to the right rear quarter panel of the 37 machine. If you're watching turns 1 and 2, got a little high up the racetrack, got into the wall a bit. As we get our third and final flight on the Speedway, how about the Cooper's Country Meat Packers, Moreno Construction, R5, Black Diamond Chassis to Jonesboro, Arkansas. That'll be Hunter Rasden. And joining him on the Speedway in the dryer, Louisiana Restaurant, number 11A. It's a Pierce race car for Bubba Mullins. Bubba Mullins joining us out of West Monroe, Louisiana. Also on the racetrack, the Tommy Down Lawning, Rawhide LLC, Bulletproof Tees number 19, Black Diamond Chassis. That's going to be Kiachi, Louisiana's Jamie Burford. And in the 5C machine, that'll be Brad Couch and a Black Diamond Chassis. Brad Couch also sponsored by Marco Tools, RV and Auto Collision, T5 Enterprises, Black Diamond Chassis at number 5. Then the David Peterson Contracting, Harmon Towing, a number 1 Black Diamond Chassis, joining us out of Bossier City, Louisiana, currently 3rd in the Comp Chem Super Series points standings, just 12 points behind Mo Bags for 2nd. That'll be B.J. Robinson pulling double duty tonight. And the latest winner with the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series over in turn number 2. Picked up the victory on a last lap pass of Evan Ellis at the Magnolia Motor Speedway. The Phillips CPA Law Firm, Sea Valley Transport, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Hosworth, on left rod ends, Longhorn Chassis. Number 21, it's BMJ out of Batesville, Arkansas, Billy Moyer Jr. And I do want to mention we do have a Hall of Famer in the house tonight as well with Billy Moyer Jr. His dad is in the pit area. Not going to be racing tonight, but Mr. Smooth, Billy Moyer in the house as we get our third and final flight of Hot Labs underway for the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. So third and final flight of Hot Laps in the books. We'll let the scoring update a little bit, but track starting to roll in, wind out just a little bit as well. We see the top starting to come in. We see the fluff moving on up the track, building up a cushion. So we'll see how that plays out, as that'll bring us to the end of Hot Laps before we get Mark Martin Automotive time trials underway for the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. As I believe going to take a few moments here before we have opening ceremonies get underway. We thank you so much for joining us here at the Boothill Speedway for the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. Time trials coming up after opening ceremonies for the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. So, Josh, I got to tell you, I'm excited. It's been a couple weeks before I've been able to get out on the road with the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. Not able to make it out to Magnolia Motor Speedway, which was a heck of an event. Last lap pass by Billy Moyer Jr. Your brother coming in clutch there. Yes, he did mention another Hall of Famer in the house. We assume Doug Ingles in the house tonight. So, 2 Hall of Famers. No Terry Phillips this time, which we had 3 last July. But still pretty cool to have Hall of Famers in the house like that. 847 wins. I think that's a few.
Absolutely, man. That is quite a bit of wins, and late model country is pretty big around here, especially in the Arkansas area, down here in Louisiana and in parts of Texas, and we always get a big crowd when the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series comes in the house. We're looking forward to a much bigger crowd tomorrow night, of course, with the Saturday matinee, but it's always great to have the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series here. You see a lot of big names, you see a lot of fast cars, and it's going to be a good show.
Absolutely. 20 cars in the house tonight, so no B mains needed or anything. We'll start all 20, but it is a loaded 20 cars at that. As you got Tyler Stevens picked up the victory in the finale, the Ronnie Adams Memorial. If he can sweep the weekend, that's $12,000 possible for Tyler Stevens. Cade Diller coming up with a big victory at the Magnolia Motor Speedway as well at the Clash at the Cotton Pickin' 100, excuse me. He was at the Clash at the Mag as well as he's going to be one to watch this evening. Flying Brian Rickman, he picked up the opening night of the Ronnie Adams Memorial here at Boothill. And there's been a lot of different winners with the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series makes their way here. So I'm interested to see if we're going to have another new winner or somebody like B.J. Robinson right here in his home area. If he can pick up the victory, he's still looking for his first win of the year. It didn't come till Labor Day last year at Jackson Motor Speedway. So it's been over a year already for B.J. See if he can find a way to victory lane.
Absolutely. I believe BJ's last victory would have been right here at Boot Hill in the crate lane model portion of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. And nonetheless, he's had a great season, very consistent, right there in the mix for the championship points battle. And BJ Robinson always puts on a show right here at the Hill, just like his dad did, Billy Robinson, back in the day. In the open wheel modifieds, of course, and now as he's moved into the super late models in the past 5 or 6 years of his career.
Yeah, BJ's always right there in the thick of the battle. Actually was the points leader going into the Greenville Speedway Gumbo Nationals last year. And then Logan Martin had to put together a perfect night on Saturday night. That's exactly what he did. Logan Martin able to claw his way back for the championship. Logan Martin has missed a couple races. Right now currently sits 8th in the point standings. He's right behind Hunter Rasden and Mason Oberkramer, who's currently 6th in the point standings, not here tonight. So we could see a little shakeup in the point standings this evening. Tyler Stevens sitting 5th, the Rookie of the Year current points leader, as he picked up a victory during the Ronnie Adams Memorial. He's shown a lot of speed, started up front, won a couple quick times, won some heat races. I've been really impressed by Tyler Stevens, so it'd be cool to see if he can find his way to victory lane once again. Now, of course, that was in a Rocket chassis to start the year, then switched to an MB Custom, and has had some rough go of it as of late. So Tyler Stevens, currently mathematically still possible to win the championship. He's going to need to put together some great nights the next couple weeks, but he can definitely do it.
So tell me again, Wesley, you mentioned that there were 5 drivers that are still in the running for the championship. Have any of those drivers ever won a Comp Cam Super Dirt Series champion?
Yes, Kyle Beard, a 2-time series champion. He is the only one, 2013, 2014. Back-to-back for him before the reign of Cadillac Jack Sullivan started with 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 16, 17, 18, 19. There we go. My math was getting me there for a minute. Arkansas math, sorry. 20 and 21 were Logan Martin. 19 was Timothy Culp. There we go. 20 and 21 were Logan Martin. And then this year, looks like we're going to have us a new champion. Brian Rickman right now leads the point standings. It would be his first. Morgan Bagley second in the point standings. It would be his first. B.J. Robinson third in the point standings. It would be his first. And Kyle Beard, he's going to need to get some work done here in the next couple weeks as well. He's got 3 victories on the year, but had some mechanical woes, got caught up in a couple of wrecks. It's kind of hurt him. Right now he sits 4th in the point standings. He's 47 points back of Robinson. Robinson's 12 back of Bagley, then Bagley 66 back of Brian Rickman. It's all able to be done. You need those guys to have a rough night. Well, you put together pretty well a perfect night because there's points on the line in qualifying, 10 points for quick qualifier, and then there's points on the line in the feature event. So you want to maximize each and every night that you can. I mean, just ask Logan Martin 1 year ago.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of Brian Rickman fans here tonight, especially after winning the Friday portion of the Ronnie Adams Memorial, putting on a good show there in the 90 car. But he's got to feel a little bit of pressure on his back bumper there by Morgan Bagley and B.J. Robinson, especially coming into a doubleheader here at Boot Hill. I believe Rickman made his debut here late in the 2019 season, or maybe 2020 actually, and Morgan Bagley and B.J. Robinson, they have many laps on him here at Boot Hill, have raced here since the beginning of their racing careers. So it's definitely got to be in the back of Rickman's mind. I know he's got a lot of fans here tonight, and but I think this crowd would love to see some of the hometown guys take advantage and move higher in the point standings.
Yeah, and then there's a couple guys that could pick up the victory as well. Key Child, Louisiana driver Jamie Burford. He's a great late model standout now, jumping up to super late models. Had a podium finish earlier on this season as well as ran really good at I-30 Speedway. So Jamie Burford going to be one to watch, as I believe that top three came at Arclitect Speedway, if I remember correctly, so right up the road. As Jamie Burford going to be one to watch tonight. Then you add in someone like Bubba Mullins. One of my favorite moments, and this is my fourth year with the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series, Bubba Mullins flipped on the backstretch, I believe at I-30 Speedway. They rolled it back over. He finished the heat race and drove back up to a transfer spot. So I became a Bubba Mullins fan that day.
There you go. You can't ever forget about John, the Catman Mitchell. He's got a lot of fans here in the house tonight. A former Louisiana State Dirt Track champion right here at the Hill with the super late model victory coming a few years ago, but he's definitely still got it. The Team 5 Enterprises race team, they're always competitive, and you never can count out Brett Frazier.
Yeah, absolutely. Brett the Jet Frazier, good to see he's healed up. Had some health issues earlier on throughout the season. Great to see him back, and he was looking really good there in hot laps. Got a little tweaking on the car, a little bit sideways there a couple times. So I've seen Brett the Jet Frazier can still a victory. He put on a heck of a show in a B main here in the inaugural Ronnie Adams Memorial. No B main needed tonight. Maybe we could just place it up front in the A main. We'll see. As 35 laps for $6,000. That would definitely be the biggest win of his career. A biggest win for a lot of these drivers in their career. So it's going to be a fantastic night here at the Boothill Speedway for the 50th annual Louisiana State Championship. Think about that, 50 years. I can't think of another race near the area that's been around for 50 years.
I think the closest one that even, the closest geographical race that even comes close is the Topless 100. Was it the 40th annual this year?
No, it would be the 27th.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it started back in the 90s.
I'm way off on that one.
Yeah, I believe it's the 27th, because it's the 27th annual Schoenfeld Hatters Stock Car Championship. So I think they were starting the same year, but it's still pretty crazy to think about. 50 years, this facility has been fantastic. A couple changes here and there, obviously adding the wall in turns 1 and 2 to start this year. And, I love this facility. It always puts on great racing, always builds a huge cushion on the top side, so that's always fun to watch. And when it starts to widen out, it can be one of the best in the country.
Absolutely. Well, I've got the signal. We are going to go ahead with our opening ceremony. So we ask that you would all please rise and remove your hats as we go to the Lord in prayer. Let's pray along together. Father God, your word says in Ephesians chapter 2, "But God, being rich in mercy, because of his great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved." Lord, these words testify of the truth of the gospel. Father, that we have fallen short, that we have turned to our own ways, and we have turned against you and rejected you in everything. But Lord, you have provided a way to bridge the gap between us who are unrighteous and you who is completely holy. Lord, we thank you for that truth. Lord, that all we must do is to repent of our sins and turn to you. Lord, through the blood of your Son, you have provided forgiveness to anyone who may ask. We thank you for that. And Lord, we ask that tonight you would keep our drivers safe and the track officials, the crew members, and all of these wonderful fans. Lord, please protect us as we travel home this evening. It's in Christ's name that we pray. Amen. And now sitting in the top of turn number 3, we see the stars and stripes that symbolize this country and those who have fought for her, many who have died for our freedoms. We ask at this time that you would stand at attention, place your right hand over your heart, and sing along to the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket its red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Race fans, round of applause for Josh up here. That was a fantastic rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. As we get set for Martin Automotive Time Trials, night number 1 of the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. We do want to take a moment. This is our first Comp Chem Super Dirt Series event, as we have lost one of our longtime sponsors, as Karen Goodson passed away. She's been a longtime sponsor of the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series with their great business, Mid-State Golf Cars, and we miss her. She was the life of the party all the time. We always loved seeing her at I-30 Speedway, longtime supporter. She was the best friend of Tracy Clay, the promoter up there, and we absolutely miss her. You know, I had so much fun hanging out with her. She came to the banquet a couple years ago, and they were the table having the most fun, and it's just not going to be the same without Karen. So we do want to take a moment before we start our Martin Automotive Time Trials to just remember Karen Goodson, a supporter for the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. We will roll all 20 Comp Chem Super Dirt Series late models to the infield. They'll come out 2 at a time. It'll be Alex Ashley and Morgan Bagley, your first 2 out for Martin Automotive Time Trials. Chris, $100 bill on the line, sets a lineup for 3 heat races. Everybody will make it to tonight's feature event, as you will also see Jamie Burford as the 5th car out. BJ Robinson right there with him, so 2 locals, 5th and 6th out. Jarrett Stuckey will go out 8th. Billy Moyer Jr., the latest winner with the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series, will roll out 10th. Kyle Beard, 12th. Bubba Mullins, 13th. Brian Rickman, John Mitchell, Hunter Rasden, Logan Martin, all right there together, 14th through 17th. And then John Kirby, Tyler Stevens, and Kate Dillard will be your final 3 cars to go here in Martin Automotive Time Trials. As Brian Rickman set quick time on the opening night of the Ronnie Adams Memorial back in March. Then on Saturday night, unable to find his way back to victory lane, had to settle for a 4th place finish. It was Tyler Stevens picking up the biggest victory of his career. First late model, super late model victory as well. The racetrack was starting to speed up quite a bit through the last few sessions of hot laps. As a 14, I believe 4:03 was the quick time in hot laps. Just 2 weekends remain in the 2022 season for the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. Next weekend, we head to the Greenville Speedway for the Gumbo Nationals. And then the following Saturday, $6,000 on the line. The All-American 60 at Jackson Motor Speedway in Byram, Mississippi. So heading east after this weekend with the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series for the final 2 weekends of racing. And then we will crown a champion at our 2022 awards banquet. Been a crazy year, had a bunch of different winners. Got to travel to a lot of great facilities, got to return to the Arklatex Speedway this year. Texarkana 67 Speedway, able to pick up a victory there. As Jamie Burford's top 3 came at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Thanks to Colin for helping me out on that one. He's run good at I-30 a couple times. He's a 49th state champion in crates last year. Jamie Burford going to be one to watch tonight. 1 top 3, couple top 5s on the season for the driver out of Keachon, Louisiana. Series officials get the driver set in the infield. Going to send them out 2 at a time. They will come to the green, white, then checkered. Then they will pull off the speedway. This sets the lineups for 3 heat races. That will take everybody to the feature event. That'll set up tonight's feature lineup. Once again, we thank you so much for joining us with the ComCam Super Series, either right here in the grandstands or watching live on Flow Racing. If you have some family not able to make it out tonight, it is well worth it to get a subscription to Flow Racing, as you can watch racing of all the Lucas Oil Motor Dirt Series. All right, here we go. Mark Martin Automotive Time Trials. First driver on the Speedway. Joining us out of Center, Texas will be the 31 of Alex Ashley. Alex Ashley on the clock. Ashley in the McDonald Dentistry, a GRT Chassis CES machine. Then Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. And the PW Sales, PW Ironworks, Billy Bob Town Auto Repair, GottaRates.com, 14M. Currently second in the ComCam Super Series points standings. As of those 2 drivers, live timing and scoring updating a little bit. Bags quickest right now with a 13.798. As the next 2 drivers on the Speedway will be Dwayne Hottinger and Clayton Stuckey. Dwayne Hottinger out of Topher, Arkansas. Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. As Dwayne Hottinger goes to second on the board, 13.962. And Stuckey lap number 1, 14.587. Come across for lap 2 for Stuckey, and Stuckey stays 4th on the board. No better on lap 2 of 14.637. Here we go, next driver on the Speedway, and the Bulletproof team's down in log number 19, and a key child Louisiana Black Diamond Chassis number 19 will be Jamie Burford. And joining on the Speedway in the DP Motorsport, TP Contracting, Harmon Towing, number 1 out of Boothill, Louisiana's Black Diamond Chassis for B.J. Robinson. There we go, lap 1 for B.J. Robinson, 4th quick, a 14.309. As lap 1 for Burford, 3rd quick, 14.207. Burford no better on lap number 2. And B.J. Robinson, lap number 2 for him, cross the line. Robinson improves to 3rd quick, 14.131. So Robinson 3rd and Burford 4th of those 2 qualifiers. Next 2 drivers on the Speedway in the Fraser County Tri-State Magneto F1. That is a Black Diamond Chassis for Brett the Jet Frazier out of Vivian, Louisiana. And joining him on the Speedway in the Black Diamond Chassis, Stuckey Enterprises, Lucas Oil, number 17, Black Diamond Chassis for Jarrett Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Frazier, 7th quick with a 14.602 on lap number 1. Stuckey, he'll go 8th quick, 14.616 on lap number 1. Lap 2 for Frazier, better, goes to 5th on the board, 14.302. And Stuckey, better on line number 2. He'll go to 4th quick, 14.186, 14.186, 4th and 5th for those 2 drivers. Next driver on the Speedway in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Black Diamond Chassis, number 5C out of Bossier City, Louisiana. That's going to be Brad Couch. Then in the Phillips CPA Law Firm, Nutrient Solutions, Sea Valley Transport, Longhorn Chassis, number 21 out of Batesville, Arkansas. It's BMJ, Billy Moyer Jr. Lap 1 for Couch, 8th quick, 14.364, 14.364. BMJ lap number 1. He'll go to 2nd quick, 13.9 8:17, 13.817. Couch lap number 2. Better goes to 5th quick, 14:148. And Billy Moyer Jr., lap number 2. Can he go quick time? Currently says 2nd. And he will not. 13:849. Better on lap number 2, but stays 2nd on the board. So Billy Moyer Jr. 2nd and Couch 5th of those 2 qualifiers. Next driver on the Speedway, the LP Racing Engines Mid-State Golf Cars, number 37 out of Oxford, Arkansas. It's Rocket Chassis for Joseph Long. And joining him on the Speedway, the Man Motorsports, Gary Bear Trucking, Swiss Springs, Black Diamond Jackson, number 86, 2-time series champion, and that's the Silent Assassin of Kyle Beard. Long, 11 quick on line number 1, 14.811. Beard, 9th quick on line number 1, 14.540. Lap 2 for Joseph Long. Better goes to 11th quick, 14.459. And Kyle Beard, lap number 2. Better 4th quick, 14.051, 14.051. Driver on the Speedway. And Luigi's Restaurant, Talk, Stockbroker, Pro Glow, Dryer Contracting, Pierce Race Car. That'll be the driver to West Monroe, Louisiana, Bubba Mullins. And the Advanced Logistics 12D Package Store, Rickman Brothers Trucking number 90. That's the current Midwest Middle Mark man, leads the point standings. It's Flying Brian Rickman out of Columbus, Mississippi. Lap number 1 for Rickman. He goes 11th quick, 14.350. Lap 1 for Mullins, 14th quick. No, he'll improve on lap 2. Up to 7th quick, 14.163. And lap 2 for Brian Rickman. Oh no, he's going to have some work to do. 11th quick, 14.314. So Rickman 11th and Mullins 7th of those 2 qualifiers. Next driver on the Speedway, the WW Timber Healthcare Express, number 5, Rocket XR1 2012 Series Champion. That's the Catman, John Mitchell. And joining him on the Speedway in the Cooper's Country Meat Packers, Moreno Construction R5, Black Diamond Chassis out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, it's Hunter Rasden. Here we go, lap number 1 for Mitchell. He goes 14 quick, 14.522, 14.522. Rasden lap 1, he'll go 9 quick, 14.191, 14.191. Catman through the middle of the Speedway and turns 3 and 4 across the line. Can he improve? He will. He will go to 5th quick, 14.066, 14.066. And lap 2 for Rasden. Rasden will improve 7th quick, 14.147. So Mitchell 5th, Rasden 7th of those 2 qualifiers. 16 and 4 to go. Next driver on the Speedway, 2-time defending CompChem Super Dirt Series champion, the Mr. Dent Adams Construction. He was towing number 36 Rocket XR1 out of West Plains, Missouri, to be Logan Martin. And behind him in the Kirby Special Corporation, number 11, the Phoenix Innovations Machine, former Midwest Metal Marked man, the Construction Resources Group, Eagle Lake Farms Rocket XR1 of John Kirby. We're going lap 1 for Logan Martin. Martin will be 12th quick, 14.251, 14.251. Kirby 17th quick, 14.478. Kirby was a quick qualifier in the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial start on the pole after winning his heat race. Logan Martin lap number 2. Martin will jump to 5th quick, 14.056, 14.056. Kirby, he'll improve 1 spot to 16th, 14.353, 14.353. Last 2 drivers to qualify here in Mark Martin Automotive Time Trials. The driver picked up the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial in the Stallion Transportation Group, WW Timber at number 2. That'll be the MB Custom Chassis of driver now out of Paragould, Arkansas, formerly of Searcy. That'll be Tyler Stevens, currently leads the Midwest Sheet Metal Rookie of the Year standings. And behind him in the S&S Michigan Rental Joe's Auto Sales, Johnsonville Company, Crone Farms, Black Diamond Chassis number 97. That's the Thriller, Cade Dillard out of Robeline, Louisiana. Dillard way at the racetrack in 1 and 2. As Stevens lap number 1. 13th quick, 14.382. Dillard 19th quick, 14.586. Lap number 2 for Stevens. Stevens not good. Oh, he will improve. Stevens up to 3rd quick, 13.827, 13.827. Lap 2 for Dillard. much better. 12th quick, 14.167, 14.167. So Stevens third, Dillard 12th of those two qualifiers, and that will do it for Mark Martin Automotive Time Trials. And he needs all the points he can get. It's going to be Mo Baggs, Morgan Bagley, quick time. A 13.796. BMJ second. Tyler Stevens third. They will lead their heat races to green later on this evening. Dwayne Hottinger fourth. Kyle Beard fifth. Logan Martin sixth. John Mitchell seventh. BJ Robinson eighth. Hunter Rasden and Brad Couch round out your top 10 in Mark Martin Automotive Time Trials. So Mo Baggs, Morgan Bagley picking up a crisp $100 bill thanks to Mark Martin Automotive. He sets quick time tonight here, night number 1 of the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship.
All right, race fans, who's ready for some racing? We got the Sportsters coming up for the first of their 2 heat races for the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Heat race number 1 is going to line up like this. On the pole from Kilgore, Texas, the 3D Motorsports Mo Baggs Suspension Technology, number 81 of Chris White. On the outside from Shreveport, the Hitman Designs, J&J Motorsports, Jeff's Racing Products, Chris White Racing, number XX, Racing Graham. On the inside of row number 2 from Oak Alley, Florida, now residing from Longview, Texas, in the 3D Motorsports Z's Performance Official Electric Punisher Chassis, number E7 of Chris Weatherford. On the outside, out of Stonewall, the Camus Electric Bogus Racing Summer Grove Auto Care, number 194 of John McCune. Starting 5th from Shreveport, the Barton Glass Pratt and Brinkley Real Estate Team, Team BGR, number 99 of Gary Lipscomb. On the outside from Benton, the Stonewall Transmission Fast Fix Dent Repair Ellis Piston Ring Easy One Racing Engines, number Z83 is Jeff Brooks. And your final starter from Wascom, Texas, the Ed's Automotive, number K8 of Ed Cox. Lights are out. We've got a couple of cars not making the call. Well, we got one, and it's the truck of Ed Cox. The K8 not going to make the call here in the Sportsters Heat Race number 1. So far, we got Chris White out front in the 81 car. They're side by side behind him for the second spot. Double X of Racing Graham on the inside. John McCune rides around the outside in the 194. McCune will take away the second spot. Now here comes Ed Cox making his appearance to the racing surface in the K8. He'll be one lap down. Chris White, John McCune, Rayson Graham, Chris Weatherford, and Jeff Brooks is your top 5. Ed Cox eases the race truck into the infield. Gary Lipscomb riding around at the back of the pack. Halfway signal displayed, 4 laps down and 4 laps to go, and Rayson Graham off the pace in the double X. And that's going to be the first caution for the Sportsters heat race number 1. So the lights are out. We're going back to green flag conditions. The 81 of Chris White is your race leader. Ed Cox back out onto the racing surface in the K8. Here we go. And we've got a caution. Not sure what the cause is for the yellow flag at this point. Advanced Powder Coating is a proud corporate partner of Boothill Speedway and the weekly racing series. At Advanced Powder Coating, we can do everything you expect from a powder coater, but the difference is we can do so much more. Based in Shreveport, Louisiana, Advanced Powder Coating employs a staff of 30 inside of a 12,500 square foot shop. Our state-of-the-art equipment includes both a 20-foot-long oven and a 32.5-foot-long oven. Check us out today at advancedpowdercoating.org to learn more about what we can do to exceed your expectations. So the lights go dark, and we're going to turn them loose here in turn number 4. Chris White still out front. He's got 2 wins in the Sportster class this season, both coming in different cars than the one he's piloting right now. John McCune in the second spot in the 194. Chris Weatherford has back-to-back wins in the E7. Again, a record car count for the 3rd straight event for the Sportsters. 13 checked in tonight. And now John McCune's going to get the better of Chris White at the exit of turn number 2. They roll down the back stretch. John McCune, your new race leader in the Camus Electric number 194. Chris White behind in the second spot. There's 2 laps to go. White flag will be displayed this time. John McCune trying to punch his ticket to the front row of the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship feature. White flag, 1 lap to go, and now here comes Chris Weatherford around the outside of Chris White. It's a side-by-side battle for a moment there as Weatherford takes the second spot away. Chris White looks to be losing power in the 81, and what seemed bad goes to worse. He'll pull it into the infield for a DNF as the checkered flag waves. John McCune is your heat race winner. He'll start on the pole of tonight's championship feature. Chris Weatherford will come around to grab the second spot. Ed Cox Jr. will cross the line in third, but he was several laps down at the conclusion of the heat race, so third place will be scored to the Z83 of Jeff Brooks. So your top 3 cars: in third from Benton, the Z83 of Jeff Brooks. Second place from Longview, Texas, the E7 of Chris Weatherford. And taking the win out of Stonewall, Louisiana, it's the 194 of John McCune. Heat race number 2 for the Sportsters. We're going to find out who's going to join McCune on the front row of tonight's championship feature. Here's your starting lineup. On the pole from Longview, Texas, the Jeff Zimmerman Racing 3D Motorsports number 49 of Chad Porter. On the outside from Blanchard, the Mikey's one-stop shop number 777, Mikey Brunker. To the inside of row number 2, out of Halton, in the DuPont Auto Service Tri-State Battery Supply Thompson Motorsports Stumpman Tree Service, number 5 of Dusty DuPont. And to the outside from Bossier City, the Twin City Towing Mills Motors, number 4A of Austin Warner. To the final row, on the inside from Shreveport, the Hitman Designs J&J Motorsports Jeff's Racing Products, Chris White Racing, number XX, Sean Graham. Sean Graham piloting the Triple X tonight. The Miss Triple X, that is. Brittany not feeling so great tonight, so she's going to turn over the racing wheel to Sean. And on the outside, your final starter from Longview, Texas, the 3D Motorsports Z's Performance Zane Dent Racing IRP Race Cars, number 67 of Jeff Zimmerman. Lights are out, we're going green. Mikey Brunker and Chad Porter bring us into turn number 1. Mikey Brunker is your race leader on the exit of turn 2. Chad Porter second. Third place is Sean Graham. Dusty DuPont making his racing debut in the 5 car. Sits in the 4th spot ahead of Jeff Zimmerman and Austin Warner. Sean Graham trying to pull even with Chad Porter as they roll down the back stretch through the 3rd and 4th corners. Chad Porter holding him off for the time being. Looks like they're both catching up to your race leader, Mikey Brunker. Porter rides around the outside in the 49. Trying to gather some ground on the 777. 777 and Triple X is the bread. The 49 of Chad Porter, the meat between the sandwich. 3 cars battle for the race lead. As the halfway signal has now been displayed, 4 laps down and 4 laps to go. They thought about making it 3 wide off of the corner. Mikey Brunker still sitting at the point. Chad Porter around the outside, and now here comes Sean Graham. He'll take the race lead out of turn number 4. Sean Graham, your new race leader. Chad Porter in second. 777 of Mikey Brunker shuffled back a few car lengths. He's in the third spot. Dusty DuPont still fourth. Jeff Zimmerman rounding out the top 5. Two laps to go now for the Triple X. But Chad Porter not too far behind in the 49. The white flag set to wave out of turn number 4. Chad Porter checks the outside. Great battle for the race lead now on the last circuit around the Boothill Speedway. Who's going to start on the outside pole of tonight's championship feature? Triple X of Sean Graham out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Chad Porter not too far behind, but he's going to have to work quick. Can't quite get to the back bumper of Graham as he comes out of turn number 4. Sean Graham takes the heat race win. Chad Porter will finish second. Coming around to gather third is going to be Dusty DuPont. Fourth place goes to Mikey Brunker, and rounding out the top 5 is Jeff Zimmerman. So your top 3 cars in third from Halton is the 5 of Dusty DuPont. Second place from Longview, Texas, Chad Porter in the 49. And taking the win from Shreveport, the Triple X of Sean Graham. Up next, we've got 3 Fraser Accounting Crate Late Model Heat races, and your first one is going to line up in this way. On the pole from Calhoun, the Next Level Designs Granddaddy's Garage, Braxton's Heavy Haul Rocket Chassis, number 8 of Tyler Owens. On the outside pole, out of Halton, Louisiana, the Advanced Powder Coating Alexander Motorsports Razor Services Black Diamond Chassis, number 54G of Garrett Gibson. On the inside of row number 2 from Natchitoches, the the Trimax Industries Redline Rentals Budweiser Laser Chassis number 21X of Ryan French. And to the outside, out of Bossier City, the Harmon's Towing David Peterson Motorsports Advanced Powder Coating Black Diamond Chassis number 1 of BJ Robinson. To the inside of row number 3, out of Coshada, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the DNG Goods and Services Cane River Customs, a bumper-to-bumper auto parts PPM chassis, number 76B, is Ethan Bryant. And to the outside from Bossier City, the Louisiana Pumping Service Bayou Dirtworks Red River Pump Black Diamond Chassis, 57A of Austin DuPont. Your final starter is from Elysian Fields, Texas, piloting the mass contracting Marshall Lube and Auto Bootlegger Race Cars MB Customs by CDR number 98 of John Locke. Green flag waves for the first of 3 heat races for the Fraser Accounting Crate Late Models. Garrett Gibson is your race leader in the 54G, currently sitting second in the Louisiana State points standings. You can find those point standings on Facebook at Bayou Dirt Live, presented by JCR Components. Tyler Owens, your second in the second position in the 8 car. Austin DuPont trying to gain some ground on BJ Robinson. So Garrett Gibson leads the field. Tyler Owens in the second spot. BJ Robinson third. Austin DuPont sitting fourth. In the 5th spot, that's Ethan Bryant. Ryan French and John Locke rounding out the field as the halfway signal is displayed. We've got 4 laps down and 4 laps to go. Two laps to go for the 54G of Garrett Gibson. BJ Robinson still stalking Tyler Owens, looking for the second spot. This is the first of 3 Fraser Accounting Crate Late Model Heat races. 1 lap separating Garrett Gibson from a front row starting spot in the most prestigious race in the state of Louisiana. And now Garrett Gibson off the pace out of turn number 2. He's going to turn over the race lead to Tyler Owens. BJ Robinson chasing him down the back straightaway. Here comes the race win out of turn number 4. Tyler Owens is going to pick it up. BJ Robinson in second. Third place is Austin DuPont. Fourth is going to be Ethan Bryant and Ryan French rounding out the top 5. So your top 3 looks like this. In third from Bossier City, the 57A of Austin DuPont. Second place from Bossier City, the 1 of BJ Robinson. And taking the win out of Calhoun, Louisiana, it is the 8 of Tyler Owens. Heat race number 2 going to line up like this. On the pole from Mooringsport, the Esco Electrical Supply, Victory Sign and Design, Cooks Carpet Cleaning and Flooring, Black Diamond Chassis number 2 of Tim Eves Jr. In the second starting spot on the outside from Lake Whitney, Texas, the Livestock Limo, All Plumbing, Yount Motorsports, Rocket XR1 Chassis number 00J of Joe Shedden. To the inside of row number 2 out of Minden, Louisiana, the Mako Oil Field, David Peterson Contracting, Hodges Services number 11C is going to be Jeff Chandler. And to the outside from Halton in the Antler Shed Deer Stand, Stewart Electric, Young Home Designs, Rocket Chassis, the 7S of Brent Stewart. On the final row, the inside from Bossier City, a former track champion here at Boothill. From Bossier City, the Louisiana Pumping Service, Bayou Dirtworks, Red River Pump, Black Diamond Chassis number 57 of Chad DuPont. And to the outside, out of Laurel, Mississippi, the Pafford Air One, Morgan Plumbing, Main Street Barber, Black Diamond Chassis number 39 is Jason Smith. Lights are out. We're going green here in turn 4. And we got a couple of cars together at the back of the pack. Chad DuPont and Jason Smith on the back straightaway. Now we've got one getting crossed up down the front straightaway. That's the 7S of Brent Stewart. We got a caution flag waving. Caution flag coming up for the Fraser Accounting Crate Late Models in heat race number 2. For all of your accounting, bookkeeping, and tax needs, Fraser Accounting has you covered. Fraser Accounting also has over 25 years of QuickBooks experience and provides training and consulting on it. Give Heather Fraser a call at 318-588-8811. That's 318-588-8811. So the lights are out. We're getting set to go back green flag racing. We got 1 lap down, 7 laps to go. Three wide for third. Tim Eves Jr. rides out front. Brent Stewart in the second spot. Chad DuPont third. Jeff Chandler, Joe Shedden, and Jason Smith is your running order. Cross flags, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go for the Blue Deuce. Brent Stewart gaining some ground on Tim Eves Jr. Not going to make anything happen there in 3 and 4. Still Eves, Stewart, and DuPont as the 2 laps are shown. We've got 2 laps to go. Cars beginning to settle in their places. Now the 57 of Chad DuPont takes a dive to the bottom. Looking for some traction there to get by the 7S of Brent Stewart. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Tim Eves Jr. leads flag to flag in heat race number 2. He's going to take the win. Second place goes to Brent Stewart. Third is Chad DuPont. Fourth, Jeff Chandler. And rounding out the top 5 is Jason Smith. So your top 3 cars in that one. Third from Bossier City, the 57 of Chad DuPont. Second place from Houghton, the 7S of Brent Stewart. And your heat race winner from Mooringsport, it's the 2 of Tim Eves Jr. Your third and final heat race for the Fraser Accounting Crate Late Models is going to line up in this way. On the pole from Bastrip, the Goodman Mechanical Construction Race Tech Engines Black Diamond Chassis number 56 of Ray Goodman. On the outside, the winningest driver here at the Speedway this year from Bossier City, the Yard Services Stuckey Enterprises Allen's Automotive Black Diamond Chassis number 21 is David Winslet. To the inside of row number 2 from Texarkana, Arkansas, the AB Performance Bubba Green Towing Joel Ball Logging Black Diamond Chassis number B17, the Farmerville Freight Train of Brandon Ball. And to the outside from Keithville, the Equipment Incorporated Warrior Chassis by Game Over number 485 is Tony Lindsay. To the inside of your final row from White House, Texas, the 75 is going to be Anthony Boatman. And on the outside, your final starter from Keithville, the Cover 6 Outdoors, Dennis Berry Tile and Flooring, Tim Bates Painting, 28 Special Chassis number 24 of Garen Lindsay. So the lights are out here for the third and final heat race for the Fraser Accounting Crate Late Models. Ray Goodman, David Winslet, Brandon Ball, Tony Lindsay, Anthony Boatman, and Garen Lindsay. Here we go. David Winslet rides around the outside of Goodman. He'll take the race lead now. Stair-step formation just for a moment down the back straightaway. Tony Lindsay up into the second spot. Brandon Ball settles in third for the time being. Kieran Lindsay trying to get around the 56 of Ray Goodman. He's going to have an opening here at the exit of turn number 2. Move Kieran Lindsay into 4th. Brandon Ball got crossed up there in turns 1 and 2 just for a moment. That allowed the 24 of Kieran Lindsay to close. Now Brandon Ball is the meat in a Lindsay sandwich. As we race toward the midway point, Tony Lindsay looking to the inside of David Winslet, but he can't make the pass just yet. Halfway home. Two laps to go now for David Winslet. Tony Lindsay, Brandon Ball, still your top 3. Kieran Lindsay is in 4th, but they're putting on a show for not last. Ray Goodman on the outside, Anthony Boatman on the inside as the white flag is displayed to your race leader. 1 lap to go as Anthony Boatman takes the 5th spot away just for a moment. They're still side by side. Goodman's going to get into the 75 of Boatman. And a checkered flag waves. David Winslet takes the win. 2nd place to Tony Lindsay. 3rd is Brandon Ball. 4th will be Kieran Lindsay. And rounding out the top 5 is Ray Goodman. So your top 3 cars in 3rd from Texarkana, Arkansas, the B17 of Brandon Ball. 2nd place from Keithville, the 485 of Tony Lindsay. And taking the win from Bossier City, the 21 of David Winslet.
Wagon to downtown, any downtown tonight. Make sure to check out the Comp Chem Superior Series merchandise trailer located just past the entrance to the Speedway where you came in through the grandstand area. Go check that out. You can get great merchandise from all your favorite drivers, including B.J. Robinson, Kyle Beard, Hunter Rasden, Logan Martin, and, of course, the official Comp Chem Superior Series t-shirt located down there in the Breezeway area.
Now we get set for Pro Mod Heat races to qualify for our Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship feature for these guys. On the pole from DeBerry, Texas, the 24 is driven by Chance Hatton. To the outside from Vivian, Louisiana, the J&J Wells Service Backwoods Barbecue Pine Island Dirt and Rock Hot Chassis number 87 is Julie Ann Whitney. On the inside of row number 2 from Shreveport, the Greg Tilley's Bossier Mobile Homes, all things festive, X15 Racing Engines, IRP Race Cars, number 115 is Ryan Humphrey. And to the outside from Jefferson, Texas, in the Marshall Muffler Dirtworks Chassis number 33, that's Randy Darlin. To the inside of row number 3 from Mooringsport, in the Arclatex Sheet Metal, Arclatex Oil Tools, Gas and Supply, Larry Shaw, chassis number 43J of BJ Cook. And to the outside from Oak Grove, in the Fat Boys Eatery, LJ's Refrigeration, Humphrey Racing Engines, Dirtworks chassis number 257 of Mike Jones. Your final starter is from Wascom, Texas, the Red Devil Truck Wash Dirtworks chassis number 52 of Jeremy Rogers. Lights are out, we're going green. And we've got a caution. I believe that one's going to be ruled a no start. We'll go back to an original restart here for the Pro Mod Heat Race number 1. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag. Julianne Whitney, your race leader. Here comes Ryan Humphrey out of turn number 4. Going to try to track down your race leader. BJ Cook now into the 3rd spot. Chance Hatton in 4th with Randy Darlin settling in 5th. Now Ryan Humphrey looking to the inside. They're side by side for the race lead. And Ryan Humphrey's going to take it out of turn number 4. So we got Ryan Humphrey, Julianne Whitney, BJ Cook, Chance Hatton, and Randy Darlin. As we are now halfway, 4 laps in the books, 4 laps yet to be written. Randy Darlin now takes the 4th spot away from Chance Hatton, and Chance is going to get sideways, and he's going to take a hard lick. They're in turns 3 and 4, the 52 of Jeremy Rogers with nowhere to go. And the caution flag waves. ABC Auto Parts is the leading supplier of auto parts to automotive repair centers in the Shreveport/East Texas area. Family owned since our founding in 1968, our #1 priority is and always has been customer satisfaction. For more information and to find the location nearest to you, look us up at abcauto.com.
While we got this downtime, hey, make sure to check out the Comp Chem Speedway Series merchandise trailer located in the Breezeway area where you came in the front gate. Merchandise for all your favorite drivers, including B.J. Robinson, Hunter Rasden, Logan Martin, Kyle Beard, and the official Comp Cam Super Series t-shirt, and Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. Got some shirts down there as well. Check that out. And the Comp Cam Super Series merchandise trailer.
Lights are out. We're going back green here. Ryan Humphrey is at the point. B.J. Cook now on the outside. He'll take the second spot away as the green flag waves. Ryan Humphrey washes up a little bit there in turn number 4, but not enough for B.J. Cook to make the pass. Coming toward the closing stages of this one. Two laps to go. Now for the 115 of Ryan Humphrey. Mike Jones takes away the 4th spot from Randy Darlin at the exit of turn number 2. The white flag flies. We got 1 lap to go. Down the back stretch and into 3 and 4. Coming up onto Main Street, Ryan Humphrey is going to start on the pole of tonight's Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. B.J. Cook finishes second. Third is going to be Julianne Whitney. Fourth is Mike Jones. And Randy Darlin will finish out the top 5. So your top 3 cars in third from Vivian, the 87 of Julianne Whitney. Second place from Mooring Sport, the 43J of B.J. Cook. And your heat race winner from Shreveport, the 115 of Ryan Humphrey. So heat race number 2 is going to set up in this way. On the pole from Shreveport, the Arclitect Sheet Metal Gas and Supply Superior Graphics Cam Chassis number 27, the defending track champion Mike Washburn. On the outside, out of Carthage, Texas, the Carthage Mechanical Solutions Toomey Trucking GRT Race Cars number 84 of Dakota Tutt. To the inside of row number 2 out of Shreveport, the bodies by Easley Star 3 Transportation, Lynn Auto Parts, Mills Motors number Star 3 of Robert DeLude. On the outside from Shreveport, In the Greg Tilley's Mobile Homes, Johnny's Pizza House, Humphrey Racing, Larry Shaw Racing, chassis number 54T, that is Heath Thompson. And to the inside of row number 3, a former Louisiana State Dirt Track champion from Houghton, Louisiana, the Everything Artsy Events, ABC Auto Parts, X15 Racing Engines, Larry Shaw Race Cars, number 515 of Trent Humphrey. On the outside, out of DeBerry, Texas, the defending Louisiana State Dirt Track champion, the David Hood Construction, Twin City Towing, Ray Ingalls Racing, IRP Race Cars, number Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton. And your final starter is from Blanchard, driving the Western Flyer Race Cars, number 23, that is Cody Tepper. Lights are out. We're going 8 laps in distance. All cars advance to the A feature for the Pro Mods. Green flag. Mike Washburn leads the way in the 27. Dakota Tutt on the outside in the second spot. Trent Humphrey trying to split them. Off of turn number 4. Humphrey in the 4th spot. Chase Hatton in 5th as Heath Thompson shuffled to the back of the pack. And we got a couple cars together. The star 3 of Robert DeLude and the 84 of Dakota Tutt get together. That opened the door for the Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton to make a move on Trent Humphrey. And now Hatton's going to go for the daily double. He's going to take second place. Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton now into the second spot, looking to go back-to-back for the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Trent Humphrey's going to follow him up into the 3rd spot as Mike Washburn is checked out on the field in this one in the 27. Two laps to go now for Mike Washburn, trying to start on the outside pole of the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. White flag waves now. And the checker flag is going to wave for the 27 of Mike Washburn. Second place goes to Chase Hatton. Third is going to be Trent Humphrey. Coming around to grab the 4th spot, it's going to be a race to the line. Dakota Tutt grabs 4th, and Robert DeLude is going to finish in the 5th spot. So your top 3 cars in 3rd from Houghton is the 515 of Trent Humphrey. Second place from DeBerry, Texas, the Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton. And taking the win from Shreveport, Louisiana, the 27 of Mike Washburn. Now your 3rd and final heat race for the Pro Mods. On the pole from Carthage, Texas, the Carthage Mechanical Solutions, Ingalls Racing Performance, Collins Dumpster Service, Larry Shaw, chassis number B99. That's William Brooks. On the outside is going to be his teammate, also from Carthage, Texas, aboard the Toomey Trucking T and B Solutions IRP Race Cars, number T11 of Jacob Toomey. To the inside of row number 2 from Vivian, the Sinla RV Center, Jay's Lawn Care, Hobby Shop Race Engines, Larry Shaw, chassis, the 16 of Jason Beasley. And to the outside out of Elysian Fields, Texas, the Marshall Lube and Auto LBK Luxury Pools Superior Graphics, number 98 of John Locke. To the inside of your final row out of Gillum, Louisiana, the Jay's Lawn Care, Stevens Services, Hobby Shop Race Engines, Larry Shaw, chassis number 2 of Jeff Rice. And your final starter from Sarepta, the Ken's Heating and Air, Titan Custom Floors, Bo Malone Trucking, Larry Shaw, chassis number 4 of Jeffrey Boucher. So the lights are turned off. We're going to turn them loose in turn number 4. Green flag. Side by side for the race lead, William Brooks leads the field off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Jason Beasley now on the inside of John Locke. He's going to take the 3rd spot away. It's William Brooks, Jacob Toomey, Jason Beasley is your top 3. John Locke and Jeffrey Bichet rounding out the top 5. Bichet looks to take the 4th spot away from Locke, and he's going to do so. Move Jeffrey Bichet into 4th. T16 of Jason Beasley now catching up to the T11 of Jacob Toomey. But William Brooks looks to have this thing in the bag in the B99. Two laps to go now for Brooks. Toomey in 2nd, Beasley 3rd, Bichet in 4th, John Locke 5th, and Jeff Rice at the tail of the field. Now John Locke looks to be off the pace in the 98, and he is. White flag waves. The 98 going to try to limp his way into the infield. And he'll do so we can stay green off of turn number 2. B99 is led from flag to flag. Checkers wave, and he is going to pick up heat race number 3. The B99 of William Brooks is your heat race winner. 2nd place goes to Jacob Toomey. 3rd is Jason Beasley. 4th is Jeffrey Bichet, and in 5th, Jeff Rice. So your top 3 cars. In 3rd from Vivian, the 16 of Jason Beasley. 2nd place from Carthage, Texas, the T11 of Jacob Toomey, and your heat race winner from Carthage, Texas, the B99 of William Brooks. That will do it for the Advanced Powder Coat and Weekly Racing Series heat races. So we'll turn the microphone over to Westlake Waltney, the voice of the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series.
Thank you, Josh. 3 Comp Cam Super Dirt Series heat races coming up. Heat race number 1 going to be brought to you by Mid-State Golf Cars in memory of Karen Goodson. I mentioned earlier, we lost her. She's a longtime supporter of the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series, and she is going to be dearly missed. As heat race number 1 will look like this, starting on the pole in the P&W Sales, P&W Ironworks, Billy Bob Tire and Auto Repair 14M out of Longview, Texas, Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. To his outside of Dover, Arkansas, it's the 65 Architects R1 of Dwayne Hottinger. Inside row number 2, 2012 Series Champion, the WW Timber, Team 5 Enterprise, Healthcare Express, number 5, 2012 Series Champion, John Mitchell, Catman. Starting inside row number 2 to his outside. And the 5C joining us out of Vivian, Louisiana. That'll be the Black Diamond Chassis for Brad Couch. Inside row number 3 in the Stuckey Enterprises, Advanced Powder Coating, Lucas Hill, number 17. It's a Black Diamond Chassis for Jarrett Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. To his outside, the current Midwest Sheet Metal marked man leads the point standings by just 66 points, now making 56 points over Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. That'll be the Advanced Logistics 1280 Package Store, number 90 of Flying Brian Rickman out of Columbus, Mississippi. Rounding out the field, joining us in Bauxite, Arkansas, the Rocket Chassis, number 37 will be Joseph Long. 7 cars, 8 laps the distance. Everybody going to tonight's feature event. Winner starts on the New Vision CustomShirts.com pole position. And in memory of Karen Goodson, this will be Mid-State Golf Cars heat race number 1 of 3. Looks like all 7 make the call. Everybody's in their correct place. As I believe the caution light will extinguish. That will 1 to green this time by Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1 of 3 for the Comcam Super Dirt Series. Winner starts on the New Vision CustomShirts.com pole position. They'll fire off the VP Racing Fuels Making Power start zone. Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley, your Mark Martin Automotive quick qualifier on the evening. And Dwayne Hodger to Dover, Arkansas Bay, row number 1. John Mitchell, Brad Couch, pair of 5s, row number 2. Jared Stuckey up flying, Brian Rickman, row number 3. And Joseph Long all alone in row number 4. Here we go, 8 laps the distance. Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1 is officially underway at the Video Daniel Louisiana State Championship. Bagley will lead us to turn number 1. Couch a little sideways, little contact between him and Mitchell. Now Bagley way up the racetrack, Hodger into the wall. That'll open the door for Couch and for Stuckey. Rickman gets by as well. Bagley going to go to the top in turns 3 and 4. Mitchell up to second. Mo Bags will lead lap number 1. Flying Brian Rickman's got work to do, and he's going to go to the outside of Jared Stuckey for the 4th spot. As Rickman going to try to split the difference between Couch and Stuckey. Not going to make it happen as Bagley continues to lead. Mo Bag back to the top in turns 3 and 4, and he will lead lap number 2. 6 laps remain in Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1. Bagley down to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Mitchell through the middle, Couch up top. Rickman started back in 6th. He's already made his way up to 4th. Can he get by the 5C of Brad Couch? Couch has had some bad luck with the Comcam Super Dirt Series this year. As we approach halfway next time by, Dwayne Hodger off the pace in the 65 machine. Got to wonder if it broke something in the front suspension of that 65 when he got into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Cross flags in the air, 4 down, 4 to go. Bagley still leading the way. Then it's about 5-6 car lengths back to Mitchell. Here comes Rickman to the inside of Couch for 3rd. Flying Brian Rickman trying to make the bottom of the racetrack work right now. Couch able to hold him off. 3 laps remain in heat race number 1. He's got to take the opportunity while he's here in his home area. Mo Bag's going to see 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps remaining. He's got to maximize those points as he entered the night. 66 points down from Rickman. And last time he started on the pole, it worked out well for him. A $3,000 payday at the Ridge during the Labor Day Classic. He will see the white flag, and he is 1 lap away from being your New Vision CustomShirts.com pole setter. Rickman has lost some ground to Couch. Everyone's pretty well single file right now through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Your winner of Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1, it's Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. Catman John Mitchell 2nd, Brad Couch 3rd, Brian Rickman 4th, Jarrett Stuckey 5th, and Joseph Long rounds out your field. So your top 3 for Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1. Out of Vivian, Louisiana, the 5C of Brad Couch. 2nd out of Texarkana, Texas, the 5 of Catman John Mitchell. And your New Vision CustomShirts.com pole center picking up the victory in Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1. Out of Longview, Texas, it's Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. Heat race number 2 going to be brought to you by Kaiser Manufacturing, and your lineup will look like this. Now, Phillips CPA Law Firm, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Massey Valley Transport. Number 21 at Batesville, Arkansas, the Longhorn Jazzy for BMJ, Billy Moyer Jr. To his outside, a 2-time series champion. BMJ's got 1 championship to his name. 2-time series champion, the Gary Beard Trucking, Swift Springs Man Motorsports number 86. That's a black diamond chassis for Truman, Arkansas driver, the silent assassin, Kyle Beard. Inside row number 2, out of Boothill, Louisiana, the 1 of B.J. Robinson. And the David Peterson Motorsports, David Peterson Contracting. Harmon Towing, number 1, is outside the Pierce Race Cars, Luigi's Restaurant, number 11 of Bubba Mullins out of West Monroe, Louisiana. Inside row number 3, the Dowden Logging Bulletproof Tees. Number 19 of Keyshawn, Louisiana, be a black diamond chassis for the 19 of Jamie Burford. To his outside, the GRT chassis. Number 31 in the center, Texas, be Alex Ashley. And rounding out the field, the Stuckey Enterprises black diamond chassis. Number 15 of Clayton Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. 7 cars, 8 laps, once again the distance. Winner starts on the outside pole of tonight's feature event. 35 laps for $6,000. And we'll do it all again tomorrow night. Burford gets to his spot. He's supposed to start inside row number 3. Burford, a Louisiana State champion in the crate late model division. Can he add a super late model title to his name? He's going to have a couple spots to grab here in the heat race. Trying to set himself up for that 35-lap feature event. Caution light is out to go green this time by Billy Moyer Jr., the latest winner with the ComCam Super Dirt Series, back at the Magnolia Motor Speedway last Thursday night. Two-time series champion Kyle Beard. He's got 3 wins on the year. BJ Robinson, Bubba Mullins, row number 2. Burford and Ashley, row number 3. Stuckey, row number 4. Going green to the VP Racing Fuels Making Power Start Zone. And Kaiser Manufacturing Heat Race number 2 underway. And it turns 1 and 2. BMJ going to slide up the racetrack. Beard going to try to hold the bottom. Here comes Robinson. Now Mullins going to lose a couple spots through turns 1 and 2. Everybody going to the top side, and Beard going to jump the cushion a bit. Robinson looking under and gets on the binders. Give lap number 1 to BMJ. Down the back straight away. Billy Moyer Jr. continues to open up his gap over Beard. Robinson about 3 car lengths back from the 86. BJ Robinson currently 3rd in the points standings right now. Pulling double duty tonight, running a crate late model. And competing with the ComCam Super Dirt Series. Beard goes back to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Not going to be able to gain any ground that time on BMJ. Billy Moyer Jr. got his Hall of Fame dad, Mr. Smooth, in the pit area tonight. Saw him looking at the racetrack a little bit earlier, helping his son out, trying to get him back-to-back victories for the ComCam Super Dirt Series. He's looking for his 3rd win on the season, as he also won back at the old number 1 Speedway in Harrisburg, Arkansas earlier on this year. Halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go, and here comes Kyle Beard. Beard slowly but surely starting to eat in that lead of the 21. Both of them running the top around 3 and 4. Everybody but Clayton Stuckey on the top. He drifts up to the middle. He right now runs 6th. As Beard really good through 1 and 2 now. The bottom has come back to life a little bit. Both of them go to the top. Kyle Beard, the solid assassin, will sneak up on you, trying to add another one to the list. And Billy Moyer Jr. Billy Moyer Jr., the 2010 ComCam Super Dirt Series champion. BMJ also in the top 5 all-time in wins with the series as the white flag waves, 1 lap remaining. Beard going to the bottom of turns 1 and 2, drifts up the track. BMJ up top, about a car length and a half, make it 2 into turns 3 and 4. Beard going to go to the bottom, take 1 last shot at him. He slides up the racetrack. Billy Moyer Jr. wins Kaiser Manufacturing Heat Race number 2. Kyle Beard 2nd, BJ Robinson 3rd, Burford 4th, Mullins 5th, Stuckey 6th, Ashley 7th. So your top 3 in Kaiser Manufacturing Heat Race number 2. Out of Boothill, Louisiana, the 1 of BJ Robinson comes home 3rd. Out of Truman, Arkansas, the silent assassin Kyle Beard 2nd. And your winner and outside pole sitter for tonight's feature event, out of Batesville, Arkansas, the 21 of Billy Moyer Jr. 3rd and final heat race will be brought to you by Advanced Powder Coating out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Appreciate them coming on board as a sponsor a couple years ago and sticking with us. Inside row number 1, he picked up a $10,000 payday in the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. He is the current Midwest Sheet Metal Rookie of the Year points leader, noted with a bright yellow spoiler. The Stallion Transportation Group, WW Timber, Bilstein Shocks, MB Custom, number 2 of Tyler Stevens, now calling Paragould, Arkansas home. To his outside, the 2-time defending ComCam Super Dirt Series champion. 2 victories on the season as well for the driver out of West Plains, Missouri. And the Mr. Dent Adams Construction, Bill Fry Motorsports, Hughes Towing, number 36. Rocket XR1, that's Logan Martin. Inside row number 2, and the Cooper's Country Meat Packers, Moreno Construction, R5 out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, Black Diamond Chassis for Hunter Rasden. To his outside, the S&S Fishing and Rental, Croton Farms, number 97, Black Diamond Chassis out of Robeline, Louisiana. It's the Thriller, K. Dillard. Inside row number 3, the Tri-State Magneto, Fraser Accounting, F1 out of Vivian, Louisiana. That'll be Brett the Jet Frazier. And to his outside, the Construction Resources Group, Kirby Specialty Corporation, Rocket XR1 number 11 of Dover, Arkansas, was quick time and won his heat race start on the pole of the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. It's John Kirby. 6 cars this time, 8 laps the distance. Winner starts inside row number 2. Everybody lining up, heads up for tonight's 35-lap feature event. And Tyler Stevens and Logan Martin will lead us to green in the VP Racing Fuels Making Power Start Zone. Advanced Powder Coating Heat Race number 3. Oh, no, they're not going to like that one none. Well, as you can tell, the inside row did not go. The outside row, well, they may get the naughty flag waved at them a little bit. Let them know, hey, I know the anxiety is there to get this race started, but the leader sets the pace. The leader starts the race, and Tyler Stevens Qualifying third overall in tonight's Martin Automotive Time Trials. And here we go, underway. And heat race number 3 brought to you by Advanced Powder Coating. Steven's going to slide up the racetrack in 1 and 2. Here comes Dillard on the top. Rasden on the bottom. Can the fellow Northeast Arkansas driver of Rasden make the bottom side work like Beard did? Stevens up the racetrack in 3 and 4 around the top. Tyler Stevens leads lap number 1. Logan Martin second. Cade Dillard third. Rasden fourth. Brett the Jet Frazier runs fifth. Kirby sixth. As Frazier a little sideways. Kirby gets on the binders not to make contact with him. Coming around to complete lap number 2, and Tyler Stevens continues to lead. Logan Martin trying to chase him down. Rasden a little sideways at a turn number 4. It closed on Dillard. Now Martin going to try the bottom down the back straightaway through 1 and 2. Looked pretty good there. Stevens was a little high in the fluff at the exit of turn number 2. 3 laps complete, 5 to go. Now Stevens going to run a little of a slider line in turns 1 and 2. Logan Martin spinning the tires a little bit off the bottom. That's allowed the thriller Cade Dillard to close up on him. As we're halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. Sparking on the front straightaway is the 97 of Dillard. Now Martin misses the bottom again through the middle. He goes, and Dillard now just a half car length back. Cade Dillard slider inbound. Oh, they nearly make contact. That'll cost him quite a bit of ground. Cade Dillard living up to the moniker of the thriller, goes to the top side now in turns 1 and 2. Definitely have reeled that race car in, struggled in qualifying. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps remain, and Dillard has closed back in on the 2-time defending champion. Stevens continues to set sail. He'll start inside row number 2 if he can hold on for the win here. Dillard looking for second still. He'll go to the bottom in turns 3 and 4, slide up the racetrack. Martin able to carry the momentum on the top side. White flag waved, 1 lap remaining. Maybe too little too late for Dillard as Stevens will work down the back straightaway for the final time and through turns 3 and 4. Your winner of Advanced Powder Coating Heat Race number 3 out of Paragould, Arkansas, it's Tyler Stevens. Second goes to Logan Martin. Third goes to Cade Dillard. Fourth to Hunter Rasden. Fifth to Brett the Jet Frazier, and John Kirby rounds out your field. So your top 3 from Advanced Powder Coating Heat Race number 3 out of Robeline, Louisiana, the 97 of Cade Dillard. Second out of West Plains, Missouri, the 36 of Logan Martin. And now out of Paragould, Arkansas, formerly of Searcy, Arkansas, in the 2, it's the Midwest Sheet Metal Rookie of the Year points leader, Tyler Stevens, picking up the victory in Advanced Powder Coating Heat Race number 3. They will now line up heads up in tonight's feature event. Those heat races set tonight's feature lineup. 35 laps, 20 cars coming up later on tonight. Going to take a quick intermission here, and then we will start feature event action. We thank you so much for joining us here at the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship with the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series. $6,000 on the line later on this evening. Extra money on the line for all of the Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series classes as well. So go get you a bite to eat, use the restroom, stop by the Comp Chem Super Dirt Series merchandise trailer. Get you some swag while you're down there of all your favorite drivers, including B.J. Robinson, Morgan Bagley, Logan Martin, Hunter Rasden, Kyle Beard, and, of course, the official Comp Chem Super Dirt Series t-shirt and other great things down at that trailer. And we'll be back for feature event action here in just a little bit.
During our intermission, we've got a gentleman taking up donations for a young lady named Emma. She is 3 years old and has been admitted into Ochsner Medical Hospital. She can't breathe on her own, and her family is... All right, folks, here comes your first Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship feature. It's the Sportsters. On the pole from Stonewall, the Camus Electric Bogus Racing Summer Grove Auto Care number 194, that's John McCune. And to the outside from Shreveport, the Hitman Designs J&J Motorsports Jeff's Racing Products Chris White Racing number XXX of Sean Graham. To the inside of row number 2 from Longview, Texas, the 3D Motorsports number E7 is Chris Weatherford. And on the outside pole from Longview, Texas, the Jeff Zimmerman Racing at number 49 is Chad Porter. To the inside of row number 3 from Benton, Louisiana, the Stonewall Transmission Fast Fix Dent Repair Ellis Piston Ring Easy One Racing Engines number Z83 is Jeff Brooks. And to the outside from Halton, Louisiana, the DuPont Auto Service Tri-State Battery Supply Thompson Motorsports Stumpman Tree Service number 5 of Dusty DuPont. To the inside of row number 4, out of Kilgore, Texas, the 3D Motorsports Mobac Suspension Technology number 81 is going to be Chris White. And on the outside from Blanchard, aboard the Mikey's One Stop Shop number 777, that is Mikey Brunker. Starting 9th out of Wascom, Texas, the Ed's Automotive number K8 is Ed Cox. And to the outside from Longview, Texas, the 3D Motorsports number 67 is Jeff Zimmerman. From Shreveport, Louisiana, the Hitman Designs number XX is going to be Rayson Graham. And on the outside from Bossier City, the Twin City Towing number 4A of Austin Warner. At the tail of the field, the Barton Glass number 99 for Shreveport, that is Gary Lipscomb. Green flag is waving. We are underway. Sean Graham is leading the way in the XXX. 99 of Gary Lipscomb looks to be off the pace. In turn number 3, that's going to bring out the caution. Granger Equipment strives to provide quality machines at a competitive price. We not only inventory equipment, but also stock a large inventory of parts and supplies to keep our customers' forestry and construction jobs running smoothly and efficiently. Give Garrett Granger a call at 318-255-5074. That's 318-255-5074. Lights are out, we're going green. Sean Graham, your race leader, they're shuffling around in turns 1 and 2. Track looks to be pretty slippery on the bottom side. The 194 of John McCune is going to fall back to the 4th spot. Sean Graham, your race leader. Chad Porter is in the 2nd spot. Chris Weatherford 3rd. Racing Graham in 4th. John McCune rounding out the top 5. And now Mikey Brunker is going to get into the side of McCune. McCune will hold the 5th spot. We stay green. Dusty DuPont up into 6th in the 5 car. He's never raced a race car before. Looking pretty good on his debut. Sean Graham continues to lead. Chad Porter trying to roll around the outside in the 49 car. He's going to pull front wheel to back wheel. Now they're wheel to wheel down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Chad Porter's going to take away the race lead for just a moment. And he's going to have it at the line. Chad Porter takes the race lead into turn number 1. Sean Graham in the 2nd spot. Now Racing Graham in 3rd, and Porter's going to slide high. Sean Graham takes the race lead right back in the Triple X. Now here comes Racing Graham. He's going to grab the 2nd spot away. Sean Graham, Racing Graham, Chad Porter, Chris Weatherford, and John McCune is the top 5. Halfway complete with this one. We got 7 laps in the books, 8 laps to go in this 15-lap Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship feature. Now the 49 of Chad Porter gets crossed up in turn number 3. He's going to collect Chris Weatherford, but they'll all keep it rolling, so we stay green. Top 2 cars have broken out in a big way from the rest of the field. They now approach lap traffic. Sean Graham, your race leader. Now Racing Graham losing a lot of ground down the backstretch. Now John McCune moves into the 3rd spot. 5 laps to go for Sean Graham as he is approaching the slower car of Austin Warner. Double X of Racing Graham has a right front flat. So he's going to be overtaken by most of the field as he tries to get off the racing surface. And he will do so. Sean Graham has now put Austin Warner a lap down. He's setting his sights on Ed Cox in the K8. And the 777 of Mikey Brunker got loose right in front of your race leader, who's now going to see the 2 to go signal. He's got a big advantage over John McCune with 2 laps left. The white flag is going to come out this time for the Triple X. We'll try to put Jeff Zimmerman a lap down. Graham not able to get by Zimmerman in turns 1 and 2, but he's got a healthy advantage over McCune. As he enters turn 3, coming out of turn number 4. His first Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Sean Graham is your Sportsters champion. John McCune will finish in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Chris Weatherford. 4th, Chad Porter. And coming around to grab a top 5 in his racing debut, Dusty DuPont. How about it for your Louisiana State Dirt Track champion, Sean Graham in the Triple X? Well, Sean, that was a little bit of havoc and some chaos going on in that race, but you found yourself an ABC Auto Parts victory lane. You said 18 years you've been searching for this win. Tell us what it means to finally be a Louisiana State Dirt Track champion.
It's just, it's really cool. This is like you can win all the money in the world. This don't pay crap, just to be Louisiana State champion. I've been doing this for like 21 years, and I've tried this 18 times in every different class there is, and I ain't never won it. And I'll take it in this Sportster deal. These are a good group of guys, and all our cars are pretty well equal. And Tim threw us for a loop with that water. We wasn't quite ready for that. Thanks, Tim. But first off, thank all y'all for coming and watching us. Whether you cheer me or boo me, you're here to watch, and without y'all, we can't do this. Thanks, Boothill Speedway. And everybody watching home on Flow, this is really cool. I'm thrilled. I really am. Even though it's just a Sportster win, it's the Louisiana State Championship.
Well, let's hear about all the sponsors and everybody who helps you out.
First, I got to thank Brittany for getting sick this morning and not wanting to drive, or not feeling up to par to drive, and trusting me with her ride. I got to thank my kid. Man, this is his deal. He works on all the Sportster stuff, and I have enough to keep up with my customers and my factory as a job. So he keeps up both of these cars pretty much by himself while Brittany's in school and learning, trying to go make some money for us later. And man, Cajun Strong, Chris White, Mike Hurst, Pro One Transmission, all my customers at Hitman Design, Stevensonville Starter, Bulletproof Tees, J&J Motorsports, Jeff Lewis, JRP, CGS. And I'm going to forget somebody, and I apologize, but I'm pumped. I won the Louisiana State Championship, and this is cool as hell.
All right, man. Well, what's it going to take to come back tomorrow night and get it done in the factory stocks?
I need to draw better. I drew a 4 tonight, and somehow I was on the back of the second heat. I need to draw better. Mm-hmm. So, and this is my best friend.
Make some noise for Sean Graham, your Louisiana State Dirt Track champion. Up next comes the Fraser Accounting Crate Late Models for their championship feature race. On the pole out of Calhoun, the Next Level Designs Granddaddy's Garage Braxton's Heavy Haul Rocket Chassis number 8, that is Tyler Owens. To the outside from Mooring Sport, the Esco Electrical Supply Victory Sign and Design Cooks Carpet Cleaning and Flooring Black Diamond Chassis number 2 of Tim Eves Jr. Your third starter is from Bossier City aboard the Yard Services Stuckey Enterprises Allen's Automotive Black Diamond Chassis number 21 of David Winslet. And to the outside from Bossier City, the Harmon's Towing David Peterson Motorsports Advanced Powder Coating Black Diamond Chassis number 1 of BJ Robinson. Starting fifth on the grid from Halton in the Antler Shed Deer Stand Stewart Electric Young Home Designs Rocket Chassis number 7S, that is Brent Stewart. And on the outside from Keith Bill in the Equipment Incorporated Warrior Chassis by Game Over number 485 of Tony Lindsay. Your seventh starter is from Bossier City aboard the Louisiana Pumping Service Bayou Dirt Works Red River Pump Black Diamond Chassis number 57A, that's Austin DuPont. And to the outside, it's Old Dad from Bossier City, the Louisiana Pumping Service Bayou Dirt Works Red River Pump Black Diamond Chassis number 57 of Chad DuPont. On the inside of row number 5, out of Texarkana, Arkansas, piloting the AB Performance Bubba Green Towing Joel Ball Logging Black Diamond Chassis number B17, that is Brandon Ball. And on the outside, from Coshada, the DNG Goods and Services Cane River Customs Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts PPM Chassis number 76B of Ethan Bryant. On the inside of row number 6, out of Minden, Louisiana, the Mako Oil Field David Peterson Contracting Hodges Services number 11C of Jeff Chandler. And on the outside from Keithville, and the Dennis Berry Tile and Flooring Cover 6 Outdoors Tim Bates Painting 28 Special Chassis number 24, that is Garen Lindsay. Ryan French out of Natchitoches in the 21X, Jason Smith from Laurel, Mississippi in the 39. Ray Goodman, John Locke, Joe Shudden, Anthony Boatman, and Garrett Gibson, green flag. And we've got one crossed up in turn number 2. That's the 76B of Ethan Bryant to bring out the first caution of this championship feature presented by Fraser Accounting. For all of your accounting, bookkeeping, and tax needs, Fraser Accounting has you covered. Fraser Accounting also has over 25 years of QuickBooks experience and provides training and consulting on it. Give Heather Fraser a call at 318-588-8811. That's 318-588-8811.
I want to give a shout out Billy Carroll with Comp Cams watching tonight on Flow Racing. We appreciate him, longtime supporter of the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. So shout out to Billy Carroll. Tough luck for his Miami Hurricane team last Saturday against Texas A&M, but the Hogs will take care of that tomorrow.
Green flag waves. Ethan Bryant off the pace and into the infield, so his night will come to a close. Tyler Owens is your race leader with Tim Eves Jr. in second. David Winslet third. They're side by side for fourth. Pair of orange race cars battling it out. Tony Lindsay on the inside and BJ Robinson riding around the outside. Still side by side for the fourth spot. Tyler Owens, your race leader. David Winslet is in the second spot, and the 57 of Chad DuPont, 57A of Austin DuPont is now in the infield, bringing out the caution. LED for Life provides a wide variety of residential, commercial, and automotive LED products and is available to assist in any custom LED lighting project you have in mind. For more information on LED for Life, contact Donnie Spears directly at 318-208-8403 or stop by the store on Benton Road in Bossier City. Again, that number is 318-208-8403.
Well, we had longtime sponsor for the Comp Chem Super Series, Billy Carroll, watching. I was going to send a shout out to a longtime series regular, Gavin Landers, also back home in Batesville watching tonight. So, shout out to Gav watching from home. He's definitely going to be keeping an eye on that feature event later on this evening. 35 laps for $6,000 for the Comp Chem Super Series.
Green flag. Tyler Owens continuing to lead. David Winslet now stalking your race leader. He's on the back bumper of the 8 car. 485 of Tony Lindsay, multiple wins this season. He's in the third spot. They were nearly 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th. For a moment, the 57 of Chad DuPont was in that mix, but he got shuffled out for just a moment. Now here comes the 21 of David Winslet looking on the inside of the 8. Tyler Owens and David Winslet, you've got a battle for the race lead. Out of turn number 2, David Winslet's going to take the race lead with the slingshot. 21 of David Winslet from Bossier City, the winningest driver here at Boothill Speedway this year. Tyler Owens in second. He's bringing Tony Lindsay with him. Now to turn number 2, Tyler Owens gets washed up just a little bit again. That'll open the door for the 485 of Tony Lindsay to take second. Now Lindsay gets crossed up in turn number 4. Tyler Owens right back around for the second spot. The 8 car of Tyler Owens in second, and now the 485 of Tony Lindsay back to the second spot. They go back and forth, lap after lap for the second position. And they come together near the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. No harm done. We'll stay green as Tony Lindsay now comfortably in the second spot. BJ Robinson knocking on the door of the 8 of Tyler Owens. We are halfway through. David Winslet, your race leader. Tony Lindsay in second. Tyler Owens third. Fourth is BJ Robinson. Tim Eves Jr. rounding out your top 5. Karen Lindsay, Chad DuPont, Jeff Chandler, Joe Shedden, Brandon Ball, and Jason Smith is your top 10. Lap traffic being quickly approached. The 56 of Ray Goodman will be the first car to contend with for the 21 of David Winslet. The 485 of Tony Lindsay right on his heels. Arguably the 2 best crate late model drivers at this racetrack this season are battling it out for the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Tony Lindsay is going to get by the 56 of Ray Goodman. Now BJ Robinson diving down to the bottom, trying to get the third spot away from Tyler Owens. We've got 5 laps to go for the 21 of Winslet. Now here comes Tony Lindsay around the outside. Make it a side-by-side battle. Tony Lindsay, your race leader with 4 laps to go. Tony Lindsay ripped the lip just for a moment to get by the 21 of David Winslet. As the laps wind down in this one, Winslet looking back to the bottom side, but he looks to have lost something. Slower car of John Locke now in front of your race leader as they enter turn number 1. Tony Lindsay is going to dispose of him. It'll be 2 laps to go this time. David Winslet having a little bit of trouble with John Locke. 2 laps to go for Tony Lindsay. He should be clear to ride all the way to the checkered with no contention in front of him. Now the 24 of Garen Lindsay pulls to a stop in turn number 2 as the white flag waves. I don't know if it's going to stay white though. Off of turn 2, Tony Lindsay down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. And we got a caution. Caution flag finally waves for the 24 of Garen Lindsay. And that's going to put a halt to the championship effort of Tony Lindsay. We're going to see what happens here on the restart. Like to give a shout out to VP Racing Fuels, proud to be the official fuel of Boothill Speedway, as well as the official fuel of the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. Special thanks to VP Racing Fuels. Caution lights are out. We got 2 laps to determine the Louisiana State Dirt Track champion. Green flag. Tony Lindsay leads the field into turns 1 and 2 on the single file restart. He's going to see the white flag for the second time come out. The 21 of David Winslet going to have to make something happen really fast as the 24 of Garen Lindsay pulls into the infield. 485, Tony Lindsay down the back straightaway And into 3 and 4 for the final time. A Louisiana State dirt track champion, Tony the Tiger. David Winslet comes home second. Third is Tyler Owens. Fourth, B.J. Robinson. And Tim Eves Jr. is going to round out the top 5. Put your hands together for your Louisiana State dirt track champion, Tony Lindsay. Well, Tony, what an absolute show you just put on. Rode right around David Winslet. He's been tough to beat here this season, but so have you. The 485's found yourself in the ABC Auto Parts victory lane quite a few times, and now you're Louisiana State dirt track champion. Tell us what it means.
Oh, I don't know. It means a lot. I've been trying to get one of these for 20-something years. Finally got it.
And this is your first one?
Yeah, state championship.
Gotcha, okay. Well, let's hear about everybody who helps you out on the car.
Dustin and Anna Eger, Equipment Incorporated, Mike, Knuckles at Warrior. Shoot, that's about it, other than my dad.
All right, well, what's the plans for the rest of the year?
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to look ahead now. You just got to bask in the moment here.
Yeah, the way I work, we don't never know when I'm going to get to race, so we'll see.
Absolutely. Well, now you're Louisiana State dirt track champion, and nobody can take that away from you, Tony.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Make some noise for him. Tony Lindsay, your Frazier County Crate Lake Model Louisiana State dirt track champion. It is now time for your Pro Mods Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. And your starting lineup looks like this. On the pole from Shreveport, the Greg Tilley's Mobile Homes, All Things Festive X15 Racing Engines, IRP Race Cars, number 115 of Ryan Humphrey. On the outside for Shreveport, the Arclitect Sheet Metal Gas and Supply Superior Graphics Cam Chassis, number 27 of former Louisiana State Dirt Track champion Mike Washburn. On the inside of row number 2 from Carthage, Texas, the Carthage Mechanical Solutions Ingalls Racing Performance Collins Dumpster Service Larry Shaw Chassis number B99 of William Brooks. And to the outside from Mooringsport, the Arclitect Sheet Metal Arclitex Oil Tools Gas and Supply Larry Shaw Chassis number 43J of BJ Cook. Your 5th starter is the defending Louisiana State Dirt Track champion from DeBerry, Texas, the David Hood Construction, Twin City Towing, Ray Ingalls Racing, IRP Race Car, number Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton. And on the outside from Carthage, Texas, aboard the Toomey Trucking T&B Solutions, IRP Race Cars, number T11, that is Jacob Toomey. Starting in 7th from Vivian, the J&J Wells Service Backwoods Barbecue Pine Island Dirt and Rock Hot Chassis number 87 of Julie Ann Whitney. And on the outside, starting 8th from Houghton, Louisiana, the Everything Artsy Events ABC Auto Parts X15 Racing Engines Larry Shaw Race Cars number 515, the 2020 Louisiana State Dirt Track champion of Trent Humphrey. Starting on the inside of row number 5, out of Vivian, the Sinla RV Center, Jay's Lawn Care Hobby Shop Race Engines, Larry Shaw Chassis number 16 of Jason Beasley. To the outside from Oak Grove, Louisiana, the Fat Boys Eatery, LJ's Refrigeration, Humphrey Racing Engines, Dirtworks Chassis number 257 of Mike Jones. Your 11th starter is from Carthage, Texas. Aboard the Carthage Mechanical Solutions Toomey Trucking GRT Race Cars number 84, that is Dakota Tutt. And on the outside from Sarepta, piloting the Kent's Heating and Air Titan Custom Floors, Bo Malone Trucking, Larry Shaw Chassis number 4 of Jeffrey Bichet. From Jefferson, Texas, behind the wheel of the Marshall Muffler Dirtworks Chassis number 33, that is Randy Darlin. And on the outside from Shreveport, the bodies by Easley Star 3 Transportation, Lynn Auto Parts Mills Motors number Star 3 is Robert Delude. Jeff Rice in the 2 car from Gillum, Chance Hatton in the 24 from DeBerry, Texas, Cody Tupper in the 23, John Locke in the 98, Heath Thompson in the 54T, and Jeremy Rogers in the 52. We are green for the Pro Mods. Mike Washburn leads the field off of turn number 2 with Ryan Humphrey not too far behind in the 2nd spot. BJ Cook, Chase Hatton, and Jacob Toomey is your top 5. William Brooks and Trent Humphrey right there, as well as Ryan Humphrey now looks to take the lead out of turn number 2. He's going to have a charge down the back straightaway. They went side by side for just a moment, and now the 115 of Ryan Humphrey gets a little bit crossed up. Won't lose any positions, just a little bit of ground on your race leader. Mike Washburn leading the pack with Ryan Humphrey in 2nd, BJ Cook in 3rd, Chase Hatton 4th, and William Brooks rounding out the top 5 in the early stages. And we've got ourselves a caution here. 52 of Jeremy Rogers pulling into the infield. I believe we got some debris around turn 1. Advanced Powder Coating is a proud corporate partner of Boothill Speedway and the weekly racing series. At Advanced Powder Coating, we can do everything you expect from a powder coater, but the difference is we can do so much more. Based in Shreveport, Louisiana, Advanced Powder Coating employs a staff of 30 inside of a 12,500 square foot shop. Our state-of-the-art equipment includes both a 20-foot-long oven and a 32.5-foot-long oven. Check us out today at advancedpowdercoating.org to learn more about what we can do to exceed your expectations. Lights are out, we're going green. So Mike Washburn, again, your race leader. BJ Cook now up to the second spot, trying to race down his teammate. Ryan Humphreys in the third spot. Chase Hatton and Jacob Toomey is your top 5. Now here comes Trent Humphrey looking to get into the top 6. He's going to wheel hop on the B99 of Brooks. Chase Hatton holds on to the 6th position. Brooks now off the pace. Washburn, Cook, Humphrey, Hatton, and Toomey is your top 5. Washburn continues to lead. He's got 1 win on the year. It came at our 50th anniversary Golden celebration the first weekend of June. BJ Cook also has 1 win on the year. As we see the halfway signal displayed, 10 laps down and 10 laps to go. Lap traffic may soon become a factor here at the 257 of Mike Jones. The slower car right in front of your race leader, Mike Washburn. 33 of Randy Darlin pulls down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get out of the race leader's way, and he's going to pull into the infield. Washburn has caught the back bumper of Mike Jones. Going to try to put him a lap down. He's got some comfort as far as leading the race goes. Second place runner BJ Cook is about half a straightaway behind. And we've got 5 laps to go, says flagman Keith Parker. Chase Hatton gets sideways and turned around in turns 3 and 4. And he's going to sit there bringing out the caution with just a few laps to go. 4 laps left to be exact in the Pro Mod portion of the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Lights are out. Here we go. 4 laps to go to determine a state champion. Jacob Toomey trying to battle up into the second spot. Nearly 3 wide behind those 2 cars. It's Mike Washburn again all alone out front in the 27. Mike Washburn, Jacob Toomey, Ryan Humphrey, BJ Cook, and Trent Humphrey is the top 5 with 2 laps to go. Down the back stretch and into turns 3 and 4. White flag waving this time for the 27 of Mike Washburn. He's done it before. He's a multi-time Louisiana State Dirt Track champion. He's a multi-time a multi-time track champion here at Boothill Speedway and the defending track champion. He won the Golden One, and he's going to back it up with another Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. Mike Washburn takes the win. Jacob Toomey in the second spot. Ryan Humphrey in third. Fourth is, I believe, Jason Beasley. No, BJ Cook in fourth, and Jason Beasley finishes in, well, excuse me, my live timing got a little bit screwed up there. The 27 of Mike Washburn was your winner. Jacob Toomey not listed on the running order. I believe he was second. Third place was Ryan Humphrey. Fourth was Jason Beasley, and rounding out the top 5 was BJ Cook. How about a big round of applause for Mike Washburn, your Louisiana State Dirt Track champion? Well, Mike, you've gotten this done before. You've got multiple track champions here. You've been doing it a long time, but you're not slowing down any. Still parking it in ABC Auto Parts Victory Lane. It seems like you have a knack for the big ones, man.
Well, with what I got going on, I thought I may have to make a pit stop about halfway through to go to the little boys' room, but it worked out.
You were able to hold off the lead and hold off that situation, right?
Absolutely. This thing was a hot rod. Changed the spark plugs first time in 3 years, and it woke it up.
All right. Well, it definitely had a lot of corner or exit speed, I should say. Nobody was really going to be able to touch you tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, I was just trying to hit my marks and not mess up and give it away. And then we get that caution with 4 to go, and you start hearing everything under the car. And it held up.
It sure did, man. Do you have an actual count of how many Louisiana State Dirt Track Championships you have?
It's only the second Louisiana Dirt Track Championship, but I've won 4 track championships.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So a very storied career.
Thanks.
All right. Well, let's hear about everyone who helps you out on the car.
The good Lord above, all you fans that came out on the Friday night, my wife Pam, Arclitect Sheet Metal, Connie's Hideaway, McDonald's, my crew chief Justin Washburn showed up tonight, BJ Cook for all the help he does at the shop, Scott Young for all the shocks, Morgan Bagley, Jody Prince. I'm probably forgetting somebody. My daughter, who went to see Lee Bryce tonight, I know she wanted to be here, but she went to a concert. Second time this year I won without her here. Oh, that's the 50th anniversary race and the Louisiana Dirt Track Championship for the 50th year.
All right, well, there you go, man. We got the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series coming up. You mentioned Morgan Bagley is one of your sponsors. You think you can get it done from the pole tonight?
I didn't hear you.
You think Morgan Bagley can get it done from the pole tonight with the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we'll see if you got it right. Make some noise for him one more time. Your Pro Mod Louisiana State Dirt Track Champion, Mike Washburn.
As they take pictures in victory lane, we will get set for your Comp Cam Super Dirt Series feature event. 35 laps for $6,000. Going to be a dandy of a race as we'll go through your starting lineup. Starting outside row number 10, joining us out of Center, Texas, the GRT race car number 31 will be Alex Ashley. To his inside out of Tovar, Arkansas will be Dwayne Hottinger. And the 65. Outside row number 9, he sat on the pole of the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial earlier on this season. Former Midwest Middle Rookie of the Year is going to be the 11 of John Kirby. To his inside, the Stuckey Enterprises Black Diamond Chassis number 15 of Clayton Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Outside row number 8, joining us at Bauxite, Arkansas, will be the 37 of Joseph Long in the Rocket Chassis. To his inside, in the F1, that'll be Brett the Jet Frazier. Inside row number 8. Outside row number 7, joining us out of West Monroe, Louisiana, the Pierce Race Cars 11A will be Bubba Mullins. And to his inside, another Stuckey Enterprise machine, the Black Diamond Chassis number 17 of Jarrett Stuckey. Outside row number 6, in the Cooper's Country Meat Packers, Moreno Construction R5 out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, the Black Diamond Chassis of Hunter Rasden. To his inside, out of Keachah, Louisiana, the Dowden Logging number 19, Black Diamond Chassis of Jamie Burford. Outside row number 5, the current Midwest Sheet Metal marked man leads the point standings. Picked up a victory on the opening night of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. Out of Columbus, Mississippi, he'll be flying Brian Rickman in the 90. To his inside, out of Robeline, Louisiana, the Black Diamond Chassis number 97 of the Thriller, Kate Dillard. Outside row number 4, already finished 4th in the crate late models just a little bit ago in the David Peterson Motorsports. Black Diamond Chassis number 1 out of Boothill, Louisiana. It's B.J. Robinson in the 1. And his inside out of Vivian, Louisiana, the 5C of Brad Couch in a Black Diamond Chassis. Outside row number 3, the 2-time and defending Comp Cam Super Dirt Series champion, the Mr. Dent Adams Construction number 36 out of West Plains, Missouri. It's a Rocket XR1 for Logan Martin. And his inside, 2-time series champion, the Man Motorsports, Gary Beard Trucking. Black Diamond Chassis number 86 out of Truman, Arkansas, the Solid Assassin, Kyle Beard. Outside row number 2, 2012 Series champion, joins us from just up the road in Texarkana, Texas. The Team 5 Enterprise, WW Timber Healthcare Express, number 5 of the Catman, John Mitchell in a Rocket XR1. To his inside, the current Midwest Middle Rookie of the Year points leader in the MB Custom, number 2. He was the winner of the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. It's Tyler Stevens. And your front row for night number 1, the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. Out of Batesville, Arkansas, he was the latest winner of the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series back at the Magnolia Motor Speedway. And the Phillips CPA Law Firm, Massey Valley Transport, Nutranac Solutions, number 21 Longhorn Chassis. Out of Batesville, Arkansas, it's BMJ Billy Moyer Jr. And your pole setter, he was your Mark Martin Automotive Quick Qualifier. He won Mid-State Golf Cars Heat Race number 1 from Longview, Texas, in the PW Sales, PW Iron Works. Billy Pump Tower and Auto Repair, GottaRace.com, 14M. It's a Rocket XR1 for Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. $20 cars, 35 laps to decide who walks away with the first $6,000 paycheck of the weekend. Can Mo Bags complete the clean sweep of the evening? That's what Brian Rickman did on night number 1 of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. Bagley trying to close in on Rickman here in the point standings. Entered tonight 66 points back. He's already closed in a little bit with his quick time award. Mo Bags going to try to lead all 35 laps in this one. He's got a very strong field with him. 20 of the best dirt late models in the Mid-South. Right here at the Boothill Speedway this weekend for the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. Can Billy Moyer Jr. pick up his 3rd victory of the season? The latest winner back at the Magnolia Motor Speedway in the makeup of the Labor Day Classic. What about Tyler Stevens? He captured the biggest payday of his career back at the Ronnie Adams Memorial, $10,000. That was in a Rocket XR1. Now pilots at MB Custom has shown a lot of speed. Can the Rookie of the Year find victory lane once again here in Greenwood? What about Catman John Mitchell? It's been over 4 years since he found victory lane. Can Mitchell find a way to get by those in front of him from his 4th starting spot. Kyle Beard, 3 victories on the season, tied for the most. Can he add number 4, the 2-time series champion? How about the 2-time defending champion, Logan Martin? He's got victory here last year as well in the Ronnie Adams Memorial on the opening night of that event. Brad Couch, can he play a spoiler to the ComCam Super Dirt Series regulars? What about BJ Robinson? It's been over a year since he's been at victory lane at Jackson Motor Speedway in the Labor Day Classic. They will take to the formation down the back straightaway. So race fans, we ask that you get on your feet and make some noise. Wave at your favorite driver when they come your way. The most beautiful sight in all of motorsports. For the first time ever, the ComCam Super Dirt Series sanctions the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. And this is our salute to you, the greatest fans in all the world. Out of turn 3 and 4, make some noise, wave your hands. This is the ComCam Super Dirt Series presented by Lucas Oil at the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship. What a sight. 20 of the best you're going to find anywhere in the Mid-South set to do battle here. Will it be a series regular? Will it be one of the regional invaders? We're going to find out in 35 laps. How about Cade Dillard coming off a victory at Magnolia Motor Speedway during the Cotton Pickin' 100 last weekend? He's been awfully fast, been getting better, had some troubles in qualifying. Able to finish 3rd in his heat race. Can he come from his 9th place starting spot in tonight's feature event? What about Flying Brian Rickman? Going to have to come from 10th in this one. He's the points leader. And can he make his way up there and grab victory once again here at the Boothill Speedway? What about Jamie Burford of Keachon, Louisiana? 1 podium to his name, but he's been getting faster and faster each and every time out with the ComCam Super Dirt Series. Can't wait to see if Burford going to be able to travel with us full time next year, because Jamie Burford is an absolute wheelman in that 19 machine. Hunter Raston, it's been several years since he's found victory lane and back into a Black Diamond chassis. Been in a Longhorn the last couple seasons. Jarrett Stuckey, Bubba Mullins, Brett Frazier, Joseph Long, all looking for victory lane here. Caution light is out. We're going to go green this time by Mo Bags, Billy Moyer Jr. on row number 1. Tyler Stevens, John Mitchell, Kyle Beard, Logan Martin, Brad Couch, BJ Robinson, Cade Dillard, Brian Rickman, Jamie Burford, Hunter Rasden, Jarrett Stuckey, Bubba Mullins, Brett Frazier, Joseph Long, Clayton Stuckey, John Kirby, Dwayne Hodger, Alex Ashley. We'll go green. The VP Racing Fuels Making Power Start Zone. Night number 1 of the 50th Annual Louisiana State Championship is underway with the ComCam Super Dirt Series. Great start for BMJ Ellison, turn number 1. Bagley on the bottom, BMJ going to be on the top. Side by side, Bagley spinning tires. Here comes Tyler Stevens now. Tyler Stevens, little shot in the shorts from the 86 of Kyle Beard. Stevens stuck on the bottom, trying to make that, not to make contact with Bagley. Give lap number 1 to BMJ. Tyler Stevens already up to the 2nd spot in the Stallion Transportation Group number 2. He looks the inside of his buddy Morgan Bagley for the 2nd spot, and he's got it. And he is launched out of a cannon, just like he did back at the Ronnie Adams Memorial. Tyler Stevens using the bottom of the racetrack. He's up to the 2nd spot. Burford in the fence. Hard lick for the driver of Keachon, Louisiana. Burford and Brian Rickman got together in turns 3 and 4, and that'll bring out the caution flag. With 2 laps in the books, and Jamie Burford nearly climbed the wall in turns 3 and 4, able to get all 4 tires back on the ground. He stays on the speedway. I have to see if there's any suspension issues for the 19 of Burford. I believe he's going to stop, and he's going to pull it to the pit area, to the hot pit over there located on the backstretch. Yeah, just to the hot pit, not going to his pit, so they'll give him a chance to look at the race car. I didn't see a tire down. We do give a courtesy laps for tires down. Got to send a shout out to Tanya Hall, series fan. She's always traveling with us, not able to make it out here this weekend, so we miss her. She's watching on Flow tonight. Be a Delaware Double Fall restart with 2 laps complete, 33 laps remaining. Tyler Stevens was launched out of a cannon out of turn number 2 that last time by. And he had to get on the binders hard to be able to make the corner in 3 and 4. That's exactly how Stevens was able to get to the victory back at the Ronnie Adams Memorial. Found the bottom before anybody else. and able to get to the win after starting, I believe, back in 6th in that one. So Stevens will choose the bottom. That'll put Kyle Beard up top. Oh, if there's a top side, Kyle Beard's going to find it. Bagley will be on the bottom. Mitchell up top. That completes your top 5 behind leader Billy Moyer Jr. Then it's Logan Martin, Kate Dillard, BJ Robinson, Brad Couch, and Brett the Jet Frazier. Frazier in the F1 machine. Started back in 15th and currently completes your top 10. Burford rejoins the field. And we're going to hold them off for one more lap. Our first Mr. Dent caution flag of the evening for paintless dent repair in the Show Me State of Missouri. Go see the Martin family at Mr. Dent. Here we go. Now caution light is out. One caution has slowed us thus far. 2 in the books. 33 laps remain. We'll go green. The VP Racing Fuels making power start zone. Billy Moyer Jr. will lead us back to green flag action with Tyler Stevens, Kyle Beard right there in tow, Morgan Bagley, John Mitchell, 2 buddies right there, and row number 2 behind your leader. And the VP Racing Field's making power start zone. We're back underway in the Louisiana State Championship. Side by side into turns 1 and 2. And Stevens gonna rock it down the bottom of the racetrack into the lead down the backstretch. Tyler Stevens once again got a heck of a run. Now Billy Moyer Jr. around the top side, and B&J leads that lap. My, oh my, the bottom so good in 1 and 2. Stevens again, able to put 3 car lengths on Billy Moyer Jr. Stevens just trying to make the bottom work in 3 and 4, and he's going to do it this time by new leader, the Rookie of the Year points leader, Tyler Stevens. Everybody starting to migrate now to the bottom as Tyler Stevens leading the way. About 5 car lengths separate him and Billy Moyer Jr. Kyle Beard runs 3rd, Morgan Bagley 4th, Dillard and Martin side by side for 5th, and caution flies for the 2nd time tonight. We got the F1 of Brett Frazier pulled to the infield, and the 31 of Alex Ashley around in turn number 1. Oh my, Brett Frazier had just been able to drive his way into the top 10 there before that first caution flag flew from his 15th place starting spot. He talks to a track official. Alex Ashley going to pull it to the infield as well. He may be done. We'll find out momentarily. So 4 in the books. 31 laps remain in this one. 2 Mr. Dent caution flags have flown thus far. Brian Rickman trying to march his way toward the front of the pack. He's currently sitting in 10th. That's where he started at. Having to drive awful aggressive to try to get as much points as possible, as Mo Baggs currently runs right there in 4th. BJ Robinson runs in 8th. Those are the 2 drivers right there behind him in the point standings. Kyle Beard 4th in the point standings, currently running 3rd. And Tyler Stevens, the Midwest Sheet Metal Rookie of the Year points leader with a bright yellow spoiler. He's got that MB Custom out front. He's still mathematically in there to win the championship. This would definitely help if he can pick up the victory. Starting the season, Tyler Stevens had about as opposite nights as you can have. Missed it through a B main on the first night, missed the show. Then the second night comes out there, I believe starts 6th and picks up the victory. His biggest payday to date, $10,000 in that one. I think this would fall right there in second. $6,000 if he can hold on for the next 31 laps. And if so, I've got a good feeling Boothill Speedway might be his favorite racetrack. Got his wife and kids watching back at home. Brand new baby they had just a couple months ago. And man, oh man, what a celebration it would be in the Stevens household if Tyler can grab another victory here. He has 1 career Comp Chem Super Series victory, came back in March. He's looking for his 2nd. And it would be right here at the same speedway as the first. Billy Moyer Jr. looking for his 3rd win on the year. Picked up a victory at Old Number 1 Speedway in Harrisburg, Arkansas earlier on this season. You see the F1 of Brett Frazier being hooked up by a tow truck. His night is over. The driver out of Vivian, Louisiana, always puts on a show here at his home racetrack. Brother Brian up here in the stands with us, or up here in the tower with us, watching his brother Tough luck for him to end his night early on. 4 laps complete. As our second Mr. Dent caution flag flew for paintless dent repair in the Show Me State of Missouri. See the Martin family at Mr. Dent. So Mo Baggs was your New Vision CustomShirts.com pole sitter. He's falling back to the 4th spot. Billy Moyer Jr. started second, runs second. Stevens started third, runs up front. Beard started 5th, runs 3rd. And Logan Martin started 6th, runs 5th. Cade Dillard currently sitting in the 6th spot, started back in 9th. John Mitchell started 4th, runs in the 7th position. As BJ Robinson started 8th, runs 8th. Brad Couch started 7th, runs 9th. Brian Rickman started 10th, runs 10th. Back to a Delaware double file restart for the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. Billy Moyer Jr. will select the bottom this time. See, that becomes the dominant lane once again like it did last time where everybody migrated down there. Caution still going to fly. Oh. Nope, caution light is out. Making sure we're paying attention there. As we'll go green this time by 4 laps complete, 31 laps remain. Night number 1 of the 50th annual Louisiana State Championship, first ever time sanctioned by the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. Here we go. Tyler Stevens will set the pace and fire off the VP Racing Fuels Making Power start zone. And good start for Beard. We're back underway at Boothill. Kyle Beard going to drive it in deep in turns 1 and 2. Try to make the middle of the racetrack stick. Drifts up the track a bit. Here comes Billy Moyer Jr. BMJ back to 2nd. Now Bagley looking to take a run inside the 86. Nothing happening yet. Stevens going to continue to lead. 5 in the books, 30 to go. Brad Couch, John Mitchell trying to knock the boards down in 3 and 4. As Logan Martin going to go to the top side. Bagley to his inside. Side by side for 4th. Don't count the top side out yet. Logan Martin driving the wheels off that 36 machine. 3 wide back there with Beard, the meat and the sandwich between him and Bagley. Down the back straightaway, Tyler Stevens continues to lead. 6 laps complete, 29 laps to go, and Logan Martin up to the 3rd spot. He's going to work around the 86 of Kyle Beard. Logan Martin on the move. Can he get by Billy Moyer Jr.? They have a little bit of history. At Old Number 1 Speedway, and BMJ picked up that victory. Him and Martin had contact that gave the victory to BMJ and ended up with a broke race car for Martin. Race car drivers might forget a lot of things, but they don't forget things like that. As Tyler Stevens says, hey, y'all fight it out as much as y'all want. 8 laps complete, 27 to go. Now Logan Martin a little too sideways there in 1 and 2. That'll cost him about 3 car lengths down to Billy Moyer Jr. Both of them on the top side in turns 3 and 4. Stevens still on the bottom. Now here comes the thriller, Cade Dillard. Dillard to the outside of Bagley. He'll take over the 5th spot. Now he's going to look to the outside of Beard for 4th. Now Martin crossover move with Billy Moyer Jr. side by side. Logan Martin drives in deep, slider inbound. Yes, sir. Logan Martin drifts up the racetrack at the line. Logan Martin to 2nd. My, oh my, both of them now set their sights on the 2 of Tyler Stevens. Martin now clear of Billy Moyer Jr. Dillard still side by side with Mo Baggs, Morgan Bagley. 11 laps complete, 24 to go. Last time by it was 2.2 seconds between your leader and 2nd place, Logan Martin. This time by 2.2 once again. No distance gain for the 36. Tyler Stevens sticking to his guns right there on the bottom of the speedway. Lots of moisture. You see the brown down there. That's where he's trying to get those left side tires. 2.2 last time by, and 2.2 this time by. Stevens worked by the 37 of Joseph Long. No harm, no foul. Gets by him. That's the first lap car. As Stevens back to the bottom, going to try to get by the 65 of Wayne Hottinger. As Long runs the line that Logan Martin is in, that could present some challenges. And now 0.2 of a second knocked off that time by. Stevens puts 2 lap cars between Logan Martin and himself. But Logan Martin able to close into a 2-second gap last time. Now Martin going to go to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. 14 laps complete, 21 to go. Now Kyle Beard is migrated to the top. What a racetrack here tonight at Boothill. Up to 2.5 seconds as Logan Martin still going to get by the 37 of Joseph Long and the V65 to Wayne Hottinger. Martin still not clear of the 37. Stevens, he's got a battle right there in front of him. That's John Kirby and Clayton Stuckey, or Jared Stuckey, excuse me, as the caution will fly. Our 3rd Mr. Dent caution flag, and oh no, John Mitchell stopped over in turn number 4 with 15 laps complete. John Mitchell brings out the caution flag. He had been running in the 10th spot that last time by. And Catman John Mitchell issues that Rocket XR1. See if he heads back to the pit area or to the hot pit on the backstretch. May just be a tire down. No, he's going to take the hard right turn right there in turn number 1. So Catman John Mitchell's night is over. Our third Mr. Dent caution flag flies. With 20 laps remain in this one. Lap traffic was making it awful interesting. Tyler Stevens had opened up the gap to 3.2 seconds over Logan Martin. Martin had closed it to 2 seconds at one point, but then lap traffic had allowed Stevens to start getting closer or further and further away. And Martin was having to deal with some lap traffic, so that'll help him out on this restart. It'll be another Delaware double file restart with 20 laps remaining. Got a feeling Logan Martin may go back to the bottom here in 1 and 2, but in 3 and 4, he has been absolutely lighting up the cushion on the top side. Him and Billy Moyer Jr. complete your top 3. Kyle Beard 4th, Cade Dillard up to 5th, Bagley to 6th, Robinson to 7th, Rasden to 8th, Brian Rickman to 9th, and Bubba Mullins complete your top 10 right now. So the night where it looks like Morgan Bagley was going to be able to gain quite a bit of points on Brian Rickman, now he only sets 2 positions in front of the current Midwest Sheet Metal marked man. BJ Robinson kind of in the same position. He's only got him and Rasden between him and the 90 of Rickman. See a little bit of sheet metal damage there to Brian Rickman's right rear quarter panel. Delaware double file restart. 20 laps remaining, and Logan Martin will choose the bottom, put BMJ up top, Beard on the bottom, Dillard up top. 15 in the books, 20 to go. Of our 20 starters, look like 17 remain. Here we go, caution light is out. 3 cautions have slowed us thus far. Can Tyler Stevens get his second biggest win of his career and his second ever Comp Cam Super Dirt Series victory? He's got 3 former champions right there behind him. He'll fire back off the VP Racing Fuels Making Power start zone. 15 in, 20 to go. And night number 1 in the Louisiana State Championship back underway. Good start for BMJ. Billy Moyer Jr. going to the top in turns 1 and 2. Drift up through the middle. Now here comes Dillard on the top. Okay, Dillard side by side with Logan Martin for 3rd. Now BMJ back to top in 3 and 4. Dillard way up the racetrack, sparking up on the wall of that right rear quarter panel. Stevens continues to lead, but here comes Billy Moyer Jr. The bottom oh so good in 1 and 2. Now Logan Martin is closed back in on the 21. Both go to the top in 3 and 4, which seems to be the preferred line there. Very different lines on both ends of the racetrack as Bagley looks to the inside of Beard. Battle for the second spot. Now Martin back to the top. BMJ on the bottom, and Moyer Jr. going to maintain the second position. Tyler Stevens already a second gap between him and the battle for second. Dillard up the racetrack halfway through. 18 down, 17 to go. 1.5 second gap between Tyler Stevens and the battle for second. Been a good one so far. Billy Moyer Jr. and Logan Martin. Now Martin starting to find his line in 3 and 4. He's going to be able to put about 4 Carlings on BMJ, and he sets his sights on the 2 with Tyler Stevens once again. Stevens still rolling the bottom, coming to 15 to go this time by 20 laps complete. Now Cade Dillard is closed in on the 21 of Billy Moyer Jr. last time by. Logan Martin able to get just a bit closer out of 3 and 4, 1.9 seconds. Stevens really blowing up his race car and see what the distance is this time. Down to 1.8, but barely. As Dillard side by side with Billy Moyer Jr. for the 3rd spot. Louisiana versus Arkansas now. Logan Martin way up the racetrack in turn number 4. That'll cost him. It was 1.8 last time by. This time by 1.9. Running out of laps, 23 complete. This time by 12 laps remain. 1.9 last time. I think Martin able to close in just a bit. That he did. 0.3 of a second off in 1 lap, down to a second and a half between your top 2. Dillard up to 3rd. BMJ runs 4th. Beard runs 5th. Bagley 6th. Robinson 7th. Rasden 8th. Brian Rickman, or Clayton Stuckey, then Brian Rickman complete your top 10. This time by down to 1.2 seconds. Here comes the two-time defending Comp Chem Super Series champion, Logan Martin. 10 laps remain. 1.2 last time by, this time by 0.8 of a second. Logan Martin doing everything he can to catch Tyler Stevens. Here comes lap traffic. They're right in Tyler Stevens' line. Logan Martin goes back to the top side. 9 laps remain. Stevens works to the outside of Hottinger, trying to get back to the bottom. That'll open up the door for Logan Martin. Joseph Long sideways in front of Martin. Martin has to come to the bottom. Now 2 lap cars separate your top 2. Now Logan Martin slider inbound on Long. He's got a reel the 2 back in of Tyler Stevens. 0.6 of a second last time by. Back up to 1.2 this time by. Joseph Long calls it a night. 27 complete, 8 to go. Now he's got Jarrett Stuckey right there in front of him. Stuckey's holding his line. Logan Martin gonna have to use this opportunity to close in. Stuckey sticks on the bottom. Logan Martin's coming. 1.3 seconds last time by. Stevens may have to go to the top side. No, he elects to go to the bottom. Here comes Logan Martin on the top. Logan Martin trying to get by the 2 of Tyler Stevens. Now Stevens has to go to the top. No, he elects back to the bottom. Logan Martin is there. The 36 is closed in. 0.6 of a second last time. Now Stevens back to the bottom. Logan Martin up top. What a dandy tonight at Boothill. Stevens looks under the 17 of Stuckey. Martin almost grabbed the wall. That time by 0.4 of a second. 6 laps remain here at Boothill. Now Logan Martin clear of Jarrett Stuckey. Does he have enough time? Puts it on the top in turns 3 and 4. Oh, he grabs the fence. Logan Martin now has a lap car between him and Stevens. My, oh my. Martin still not able to get by Stuckey down the backstretch. No, still not clear, still not clear. Logan Martin grabbed the fence last time. He's going to look good through 3 and 4 that time. 3 laps remain here at Boothill. Stevens back to the bottom. Martin through the middle. 1.1 seconds was the gap last time through. No lap cars in front of him. Coming to 2 sticks in the air. Does Logan Martin have anything for Tyler Stevens? 1.1 last time. This time, Bob. Still 1.1 seconds. Coming to the white flag this time by Tyler Stevens. Got to the lead early. Can he hold on for 4 more corners? Logan Martin going to have to take one last-ditch effort here. On the final lap, Dillard up to 3rd. Down the back straightaway and through turns 3 and 4. Picking up his 2nd ever Comp Chem Super Series victory. $6,000 richer. Night number 1 of the Louisiana State Championship goes to Tyler Stevens. Logan Martin 2nd. Kate Dillard 3rd. Billy Moyer Jr. 4th. Kyle Peart 5th, Bagley 6th, Robinson 7th, Rasden 8th, Stuckey 9th, and Brian Rickman completes your top 10. We'll talk to our top 3 on the front straightaway. So I gotta ask, Boothill Speedway, what'd you think about that? Let's go to the tech area and pass the droop rule. And we'll bring our top 3 on the front straightaway. As the anticipation builds, we'll find out if our top three clear tech in just a few moments. Must make weight and pass the droop rule. We'll wait for official word. And there he is, race fans, your winner of night number 1 of the Louisiana State Championship. Tyler Stevens has cleared tech. Gets the car shut off, takes the wheel off, getting ready to climb from the car. Picked up his first ever win with the Comcam Super Dirt Series back in March here at Boothill in the finale of the Ronnie Adams Memorial. $10,000 that night. Tonight, $6,000. Night number 1 of the 50th annual Louisiana State Championship. Give it up for Tyler Stevens. Yes! All right, we'll talk to Tyler here. Bring him around the race car. Tyler, seems like we've done this before. Congratulations again. Is it safe to say Boothill Speedway might be your favorite racetrack now?
Man, I love it. This place is awesome. Hats off to the track crew. You know, they wanted to give the fans a race, so they did a little track prep there, and I feel like it was a hell of a race.
So let's talk about lap traffic there. You stuck to your guns on the bottom. Could you hear Martin up top?
Absolutely. You know, on that last restart, I knew they said 36 behind me, and Logan's a great racer, and he's smart, you know, and I could hear him down here, you know, in 3 and 4. Just stayed pace, you know, I didn't want to, you know, just had a lot of work this week, you know. We had to change rear ends after the mag, and can't say enough about this MB Customs race car. Jimmy Mars and Chris Mars, CMD Shocks, you know, man, the list goes on. Stallion Transportation, WW Timber, Billy's here tonight, which is awesome. Chris Meyer at James A. Rogers Excavation, you know, just everybody. Couldn't do it without them, and man, it feels awesome being back.
So all the legendary names who are Louisiana State champions, well, now Tyler Stevens is one of those names. What does that mean?
Man, it means a lot. You know, we picked up the big race there at the first of the year, and come back, and I'm just glad to park it back in victory lane. You know, we got that first weekend and got knocked one down, and then we've been close. You know, we've been good, just bad luck and working the kinks out of a new car, and I think we finally found a balance and excited to go forward.
Now you gotta say something to the wife. She's watching back home and the baby.
Well, wife made it out here somehow. Little one, she's out here, and then we've got Kim Mitchell's watching the baby in the truck. So. Man, it's exciting.
All right, your winner tonight of night number 1 of the Louisiana State Championship, Tyler Stevens. Still waiting for second and third to make their way up from the tech area. There's the 36 of Logan Martin. And there's the 97 of Cade Dillard. We'll get Logan here, get his helmet off, talk to him here on the front stretch. Well, congratulations, sir, on a great run. Nothing to hang your head about. You drove the absolute wheels off of that, and at the very least, you put on a hell of a show.
Mic check, 1, 2. We got it right here. Let's see if we can get it to the track.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Logan, let's bring you over here real quick. We can get you right here. It wouldn't be a normal night without some technical malfunctions over here. There we go. Second place finisher, Logan Martin. Logan, you drove the wheels off of that thing. Lap traffic, and then the cushion bit you a couple times, but you put on a hell of a show.
Thank you. You know, we tried awful hard. Sorry to Cade down there. I messed up, and I thought I was going to have him cleared. I got about halfway through it and realized I wasn't. So checked up and tried to make sure I left him a lane up there. Apologized to him and his crew. But, you know, just really good effort by our guys all the way around. Super happy. We haven't been racing much the last month and a half. So to come out here with the second, we're happy with it.
Let's talk about the sponsors on the race car.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Dent Collision Repair, Adams Construction, Integra Shocks, Rocket Chassis, just a bunch of great people that make this thing get up and down the road, and couldn't do it without each one of them.
All right, your second place finisher tonight, Logan Martin. As we talk to our third place finisher, the Thriller, Cade Dillard. Cade, you put it on the top side too. You and Logan are putting on a show. What was it going to take to get by the 2 and the 36?
I just got free there at the end, and we had a good run going, and kind of got stuffed in turn 4 fence over there and lost a lot of ground. I feel like it took a while to get back going after that, but just started too far back, messed up timing in, and just put myself in a bad situation. But congrats to Tyler, and just thanks to all my sponsors and fans, and we'll try again tomorrow.
So you had a really good race. You got better each and every time out. The heat race, you made up some ground. The feature, you made up some ground. So what's it going to take to tomorrow night to get a couple positions better?
Track positions are so important. You know, it's we moved up a lot, but I feel like we kind of used it up once we got there, and just got real free there at the end. So we'll learn off of that and try to get better.
All right, your third place finish tonight at Roebling, Louisiana, the Thriller, Cade Dillard.
Well, on behalf of everyone here at Boothill Speedway, the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series, we thank you so much for joining us here tonight for night 1 of the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. We do it all again tomorrow night. The Comp Cam Super Dirt Series will be battling for another $6,000 payday, and we'll also have 3 more Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series divisions on hand. We'll have the LED for Life Limited Modifieds, Granger Equipment Factory stocks, and the front wheel drive 4 cylinders. For all of you great racers in the pits that will not be joining us tomorrow night, we thank you for joining us here tonight for the Louisiana State Dirt Track Championship. And all of our wonderful fans will be back tomorrow. Y'all drive home safe. Good night. God bless.